Good. B. B. Hey, Professor just split. Hey, gotta do this.
Please stand by. We are experiencing technical difficulties.
Hold, I'm just putting on my headphones and let's go.
How are you? Everybody, join us over on the other things. I'm out of here. Good seeing everybody.
Let's go.
Hope you all have an amazing day.
Right.
So how do you quit these things? I always forget. Good seeing everybody. Power. And now. You all have an amazing day. So how do you quit these things? All right. So this explains why the TP show is not it's not coming up on YouTube. I'm gonna throw mine up. Actually, it's pretty solid. I'm gonna have YouTube running.
Okay.
Just so I can see it. Hey, what's going on, Nate? I always get your name wrong.
Why is it looping? Tick, like your audio just keeps on looping.
My audio keeps looping?
Yeah, like I hear myself. It's really weird.
Oh, you're talking about feedback or something?
Okay, wait.
You know
Let me figure out something here.
No, Mima's not in the green room. I must have brought Mima out of the green room or something. What happened?
All right. Well, guys.
No, I hear a hiss. I'm not sure where the hiss is coming from. Is that me?
I don't know. It's definitely not me. But hey, guys. Hi, people on Twitch. We're like seconds away from starting the show.
The show. You know what it was? It was Mima. So when we bring her in, she might not be in headphones yet. That might be what was happening. So we just let me get your audio going. Hey, phone, don't hide. My phone has a tendency to run away during the show.
45.
So we ready?
Oh, I'm so ready.
Okay. I'm not. Totally not. Oop.
That's okay.
Hey. Shh. Just showed the green room. Don't tell anybody.
Tick.
I know. It's like crazy.
Here we go.
I love it. It's going crazy already.
It's
we haven't even
super
gotten into
crazy.
it. Haven't even gotten into the show yet.
But
and it's
I do.
nuts.
I want to read.
I know you do.
All right. On this week's episode, we will find out if Tick or what Tick has to drink. Also, we'll find out if he fixed the Xbox controller. I don't know what's going on here. In news today, we'll talk about buying hashtags. Yes, that's a thing now. Buying hashtags. I will give my God's honest opinion on one of my new favorite video games, Outriders. We will discuss our favorite albums of all time. DMX died. We will talk about Ghost and Guns in no particular order. Review TikToks and end with TikToker of the week. And we do this all with a special guest.
Yes, we have a special guest this week. And you can hear me, right?
I can hear you. Sweet.
So let's get that audio stopped. That one that driving me crazy right now, actually. Now I just need to find it. Welcome to the show, everybody. This is Tick, and he's having some technical glitches, as you can probably
tell.
Tick
is so having technical glitches, but
it's awesome. I kind of dig it, but I dig it in that, oh gosh, this is horrible kind of way.
No, you're good.
Bam, gone, out of here. Now I just gotta figure out where it is, so make the audio stop. It's one more time. That was One More Time we were listening to, everybody.
It was by some dude or something. I don't know. It's YouTube's free audio.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mima hasn't left the green room yet. Yet's the key term. I have a feeling she might be running away soon, but we'll see when we get into the show.
Well,
and that is time. It is to get to this show?
Yes.
Good morning, Starshine. The Earth says hello.
On this week's episode we have a very special guest, the one and only Mima 9 and 6 from TikTok. So pause the show right now, go get yourself a cold one and sit back and relax because you won't want to miss a second of the TP show.
No, you won't. You don't want to miss a second of the TP show. So, without further ado, let's get Mima out of the green room. And I do believe that her audio is causing a minor glitch. So let me see what I can do about that.
It's okay.
Hey, Mima, how are you?
Hey guys, how are you?
We're having an amazing
Good.
day. And by amazing, I
Can
mean
you guys hear
amazingly
me?
crazy. Oh, yeah, we can hear you
Yes,
great.
we can totally
us?
hear you.
Yeah.
My audio is really low, so I don't know
Oh,
why.
that's what
I got my
happened.
mic all the way up.
Well, your audio is great on our side, but I think what's happening is
Okay.
because you're cranking your volume, it's basically giving us a minor hiss. But that's all good. We're fine with that.
It's all good.
Yep.
Should I turn it down?
Thank you for joining the show and wanting to be a part of the show. Thank you.
I absolutely agree. 100,000,000%.
Oh, what was that you're drinking?
Yeah, we haven't
was
even
that?
gotten into it yet, and she's already on it.
Me or you guys?
Yeah, no, you.
You.
We just saw you drinking something. So
Yeah, what is it?
It's called an emergentini.
oh, what?
It's healthy. It's an emergentini.
I okay. I need to know more. I need to know more.
Yes, I totally need to know more.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, okay.
So it's
7-Up,
7-Up.
emergency,
Emergency.
Okay.
Yes.
and just a splash of vodka.
Just a splash, everybody. Just a splash. Any ice in that? Like, please tell me there's ice.
And it's really, really good for you because it has vitamin C, right?
Exactly. No, I totally am on the same page. You know what it is? It's the hangover cure in the drink itself. So, like, if you're going to get a hangover, you take emergency the next day. She just takes it the day before. This is genius, by the way,
It's
Mima.
perfect.
It is.
Perfect.
And please tell me there's ice in that. You have it chilled, right? Or some...
I do,
somehow-
I do.
Okay, good. That was
I
the only
do.
question I had.
It's
So-
one of those round balls.
I totally understand completely. It's funny because I have a huge sphere collection. In fact, this is the one that came out of the trackball that decided not to work anymore. I actually have, give me 1 second, an ice maker that makes balls of ice. So
An ice maker that does that?
yes. It's basically like you
wow.
pour the water in, it holds it like that, and then you pop it apart, and you've got a ball of ice. It's really amazingly awesome. So we'll go around the
that's
horn. I want to go last because I'm just so excited about.
You
want to
go last?
Yes.
All
please.
right.
Pretty please.
So you guys get to pick my drink today. We can do, and this is Dr. McGillicuddy's apple whiskey. It's apple pie. Or we can go Dr. McGillicuddy's butterscotch whiskey. And as you can see, you can tell which one I like more.
I know which one I was going to go
by
with
the
before you even
levels.
said that. But
Yeah, apple pie. Butterscotch
pie.
just sounds too yummy. It might be good.
Oh,
I agree. Apple pie it is.
okay, but the butterscotch is really good. And again, it's Dr. McGillicuddy's. We're not sponsored, but if you guys want to, Dr. McGillicuddy's, you can sponsor the show. Yeah.
Please
I mean-
come on over. Come on over and sponsor us because that's what we need.
Yeah.
Okay, so mine's going to take a little bit of a setup. So I've got a Jaeger shot glass here, and then I have another Jaeger shot glass, and wait for it, 2 more Jaeger shot glasses. Now, I am not going to be doing 4. I'm just saying
I really want to see you do all 4 at once or drop them into one big old
something.
cup. And just,
Well, it's funny that you should say that because the Jaeger of choice this week is because Mima's on. This is a Mima special, by the way.
Okay.
Jägermeister coffee. No lie.
Really?
Jägermeister
Cold brew?
Yeah.
brew coffee. So, and I haven't had it.
So-
Listen to the listen to the sound. Did you hear it? Brand new fresh
Yeah.
crack. And now
did it
it.
say shake
Heard
first?
it.
It might have said
crud.
shake first.
Yeah, you know what? That's smart because I didn't do that one time and it was like, ugh, all the good buttery goodness had gone right to the bottom. So there we go.
I mean, that's why I'm the co-host, because
yeah, you keep me from making dumb
You
mistakes.
got to keep things in line.
yes,
Going the right direction.
Going with this one, and we'll pour this in just so that you know that I'm not lying to you. Oh yeah, I like the way it's dripping all over the equipment. That's excellent. That's definitely the way to do it. Now, that I will be shooting that in about 2 seconds, but that obviously most people drink Jägermeister with a chaser. And again, as Professor said, we're not sponsored by anyone. But if Sonic wouldn't mind sponsoring us, I wouldn't mind. Any guesses as to what's in this? Any guesses? It actually has a Jäger tie-in. And funny enough, the Professor already mentioned it slightly. What did you say to drop it into? Yes. You would drop it in Red Bull. You would do...
Oh, yes.
So this is Dragon Fruit Red
Jaeger
Bull with nerds.
Oh.
The nerds are not going to make this a good drink to go with the coffee. But let me do this shot real quick. How's yours, Professor? Or actually, we need to do cheers. Skull. Did you already do it? Yeah, you rat. So,
I mean, I did, but it's okay.
Skull.
Salute, cilantro, whatever.
Cilantro salutro.
Yes.
That is interesting. It's not bad.
I like mine. Mine's great.
Yeah, well, I've never had mine, so you cheated and you had yours ahead of time. How is the? I don't even remember the Emergentini. How's the Emergentini?
Emergentini. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. It's a drink. My kids all have me make them when they come.
Oh, well, that makes perfect sense. Time to drink this. The problem is the nerds. I'm telling you right now. No nerds. I didn't get any nerds that time. The nerds throw the drink off because they make that like sour flavor. And you're like,
I mean, they make you smarter though.
That's true.
For some reason.
Yeah.
Well,
all you have to do is add suspenders. Add suspenders and glasses to any outfit, and you're immediately smarter. Just immediately.
I walk in and ask, "Got any cheese?"
Got any cheese? I haven't seen that at that show in an age. And you know, we're the only three that get that joke, so it's all good.
Now people will have to go look it up, right?
Exactly.
Wow.
We gave them enough clues, I'll tell you that much.
You know what was cool? Like, that was the next segment, and like Mima just knew like what was on our show notes, and she just immediately started drinking.
She knew.
It was like telepathy.
Yep.
Or that ESPN thing.
Right.
Yeah.
So let's before Rosie yells at us.
It's the ESP.
Yeah, because Rosie yells at us a lot, by the way, Mima. I don't know if you've noticed, but when we get a little off topic, man, that Rosie, she's like right on it. That's our announcer, by the way. Oof. So let's get over to the next segment before.
We got your fake news right here.
We got our fake news. Right
can't you picture Rosie like pointing at it like a certain body part, and she's like, "Right here's your fake news." Like, right here.
So this week I can actually see what we're doing because normally I rely completely on the professor for that. I have over here exactly what's going on. So if you want to just skip ahead, if you're interested, you can just read the rest of the show. But I mean, clearly it says in the news today. What are we talking about, Professor?
We're gonna talk about buying a hashtag.
Buying a hashtag.
I didn't know you can do that.
You absolutely positively cannot buy a hashtag. Absolutely.
People just think you can.
Bing. But I can sell you the Brooklyn Bridge too.
I mean, I want to buy like TP show, like hashtag TP show. Can we do that?
Okay, so here's the deal.
And can we copyright that? Can you turn hashtag TP show into a copyright?
Now that is possible, but let me explain what people are doing. They think you can own a hashtag. Now, speaking of hashtags, Mima, what is your hashtag? Because you have, I think,
hashtag block the mean people.
I think that hashtag is genius. Now,
through life, in your entire life, just block the freaking mean people. Don't need them.
I get it.
Exactly.
You have to add the word "freak" into it. Yeah. So
I should have.
You can f-bomb. You can f-bomb all day long on the show today.
Yes, you should. Yeah.
Please, you can f-bomb
I don't have to say freaking.
No, you can say f-bomb, f-bomb, f-bomb. Please.
Oh my gosh. Do you know what goes through my head all the time? Is that
I gotta convert.
George Carlin thing.
Yes.
All the dirty words you couldn't say on TV.
Yes, and I'm doing a second shot because, boy, our lead up to the show today was just horrific. So if we get slur...
I'm taking it slow. I had 3 cups of coffee. I normally drink like half a cup. So I'm taking it slow today.
Exactly. I got my coffee too.
Oh, you're smart. You're totally smart. Now, the one thing that I will show is...
Just water.
Go ahead.
No, you're good.
So what I showed you guys during the pre-show, or not the pre-show, during our testing day, was this video right here. This is the other... And you know what I think I'm going to do, Professor? I think I'm going to drop YouTube, because YouTube's acting up for some reason. And I don't know what it is.
So we are going to just keep up with the...
Twitch. We're going to do Twitch only. Yes, and I'm going to drop YouTube.
So it is... you guys don't have to subscribe to Twitch or log in or anything like that. You just go to Twitch and you search TP Show Live, and you will find us. If you don't see this picture right here with these lovely faces, you are on the wrong channel. So get the heck off of it and find us.
Run, screaming. So bye-bye, YouTube.
I mean, just be like, hey, we're back, and you guys missed...
So we restarted the stream because it was acting up, but now we're back up on YouTube as well, and we'll see what's going on. And
this is the joy of our
Professor
show.
was like, oh man, if we were gonna have problems, why can't we have them during the show? That's the best time. Thanks, Professor.
It is. You're welcome. Yes. Leave it up to me.
Oh, that's so funny. So the video I'm gonna play now, because I'm not gonna probably ever drink this live on the show, is me doing a shot of the other Jägermeister that I bought, which is Jägermeister Ginger. And I'm just going to play this real quick, and we'll be right back.
We're recording.
Cilantro. Isn't it cilantro?
No, it's cool.
I don't know. That's that stuff on Mexican tacos.
Yeah, it is. Watch the face. Hot. Oh my.
I'm trying not to laugh.
No, that's the best, dude. Awesome. You guys were falling out. Yeah, I didn't set it up correctly. I should have played it in the corner so the reactions that you guys had were on the screen. I watched your reactions; they were the best. Yeah.
Can you upload that to TikTok, but put a picture, like put one of those like stickers over the drink?
Yeah. I think I can do that. Yeah, I'll throw that onto TikTok. Okay. I think that's a great idea, actually. That's a great way to do it. But yeah, that was me attempting to drink. And it was weird. It kicked me in the head like 3-5 seconds later. So like I did the shot, and I'm like, it's Jäger. Tastes like, what? It literally like, boom, right in the face. So back on topic. Buying a hashtag is not a thing. What happens is you pay $50 to $100 depending on the company, and then they basically put you on what would be called like a watch list. So it's a lot closer to having like a news feed about a hashtag, but you have to pay money for it. And so to me, it's just super scammy. And it's happening on TikTok. A lot of people are in different communities. People are like, I own this hashtag. You can't use it. Don't use my hashtag. I own it. I paid money for it. And I'm like,
that would make me want to use it even more.
Exactly.
Honestly.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what I would do. I'd be like, yeah, right. Watch me.
Now, your hashtag, Mima, block the mean people. How many views are you up to? I know it's a ridiculous number because I looked at it the other day.
It's like, I don't know. I think it's at 4 million now.
Nice. Exactly. That is awesome.
Yes. And that's what I was going to say. I think that in and of itself, block the mean people, especially on TikTok and in social media in general. That is a great mantra. And how did you come up with it, by the way? Like, what happened? Or was there some...
one day there's a friend of mine, and she was having a lot of trouble. Somebody just being hateful and mean. And I finally told her, like, just block the mean people. Just don't let them in your life anymore. And then I thought, hey, that's pretty cool hashtag. So started block the mean people. And it's just a good thing to keep in mind, even in regular everyday life. Just block them. You don't need them.
Get them out of your life. Just completely.
Sometimes I forget.
No, you're good. But speaking of mean people, Mima, I just saw like one of your latest TikToks about someone reporting your videos that have nothing to do with what they're reporting.
Really?
Like what the heck is that? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what happened?
It was the first one. They reported me for hate speech. And it was me doing a video response to somebody saying, "And you're still here, Karen," on one of my own videos, commenting on one of my own videos. So my response was, "Can somebody tell him how this works? Because, this is my page. I'm supposed to be here. And I'm just laughing. Yeah. That's all."
That is
too funny. The second one was this afternoon, and I had made a stitch. So a beautiful woman on TikTok had been getting a lot of hate from people telling her she wasn't really a woman. She was a man. They could see an Adam's apple. What? And I'm like, y'all stop. She is gorgeous. She's drop dead gorgeous. She is a woman. Leave her alone. There's no Adam's apple. I mean, she was biologically even a woman, and they're giving her so much hate. And it got taken down for bullying and harassing. So I don't know.
That's actually that's called sticking up for somebody. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's just nutty.
And when I appealed that one, I lost. They said I violated community guidelines, that it was bullying and harassing. So I don't know who's watching them.
That's weird. And Professor, didn't we talk about, like, you were watching a TikTok of, like, a scantily clad woman? Let me just say it
Oh
that
my
way.
God, yes.
And you were like, I wouldn't want my kids watching this, so you reported it. And what happened with yours? When you reported it, what ended up happening?
So I don't remember the account, but I will.
Oh, no, we're not going to mention the account. But yeah.
I remember what was happening in the video. She was wearing, like, a robe, and she was going to or from the pool, something like that. But she undoes her robe, and it's like this thong, little tiny thing, and you could almost see, like, nipples.
Stuff.
And then she turns around, and you can see just a string through her butt crack.
That's
and
nuts.
I reported it.
Yeah.
She looked 12, so I was just like, I'm reporting this, and they went, no, this is guidelines. Like, thank you for being a good citizen of TikTok, but this doesn't violate guidelines. But I know if I went on there and wore the same exact thing and did that, which I'm not.
Totally violate it.
But if I did, I would violate everything.
Oh, no, I agree. I totally agree. We need a hashtag, like, people are dumb.
Yeah.
That's what it comes
I also
down
have
to.
another one, mean people suck.
That's a good one, too.
But it's not quite as popular.
Well, mine has been TikTok Tick, and what's funny is I actually started on Musical.ly, and it was Rich Shoemaker. And Musical.ly and TikTok Tick don't go together. But when TikTok came along, I've had the nickname Tick since, 14, something like that, and I'm old now, so it's been a long time. So when TikTok came along, I was like, oh man, there's an opportunity here. Like, because all my friends, when we would go to the beach, it would be surf tick. When I would wear denim, it would be denim tick. And then when I acted like I was a ninja, it was ninja tick. I'd get all dressed in black and I'd act all stealthy. So once TikTok came along, I was obviously TikTok Tick. So I went to get the at TikTok Tick, and oh no, somebody has that. But I've tried to find the account. It doesn't exist. And when you look up TikTok Tick, of course, it's me. And something happened the other day. I had a marketer who was giving away a free iPhone. They used the at symbol at TikTok space tick. And they got me. I was like, how did that work? Like, I was so blown. I had never seen that before. Like, I thought that, no, when you use an at symbol, I thought it had to be whatever your name is. So yours is Mima 9 and 6. And obviously your name isn't Mima. Like, it is, but that's like, I'm sure that's a family nickname, correct? You became Mima when you had grandkids. Exactly.
Right.
So I was like, how did they even do that? I was actually going to get a hold of TikTok and say, wow, that's pretty impressive. I have no idea how you even did that. And that's why I put it on there. So we need to talk about the next thing, Professor.
Guns? Is that what you want to talk about?
Yes, guns. Guns.
Pew pew. Pew pew guns.
Exactly. Now, I will, disclaimer. Pew, pew. I have not shot any kind of gun since I was a Boy Scout, which I was actually a Boy Scout. Go Camp Horseshoe, Troop 96. Defunct. They're not even around anymore. But it was like a rifle, you know what I mean? And I'm now where I live, I want to get a firearm again. I lived in California. California's not one of those states that you really... Owning a gun there is no fun, to be quite honest.
No.
I think if you own a gun there, it's like required of everybody else that they just know you do, so they shoot at you. So
it's sort of like you get put on a drive-by list. Speaking of which,
Right.
we had one of those when we were in California, oddly enough.
No.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
well-
We came out to the car one day, and there were bullet holes in the side of it. We're like, where did these come from? And again,
Holy
That's the
crap.
kind of move.
yeah. And of course, helicopters
Yeah.
used to fly over all the time, and car bombs,
course.
and normal stuff.
Mhm.
Stuff that happens everywhere. Everybody has that kind of stuff, right?
No, just California.
Just California. No, I agree. So
Good
the reason
time
I
to
brought
move.
Yes. Oh, it is.
Yeah.
And it was. And we're out. And I live in the United States now. For
In a
reasons
basement.
in a basement. For reasons that you guys are probably well aware of. I no longer talk about my address. I never make fun of where
No,
I'm from
please
anymore.
don't.
I don't take videos that show where I'm at because I had a friendly person. They were super friendly that showed up to my P.O. box and took like 2 or 3 TikToks, like dancing around my P.O. box in where I used to live. In Pedro!
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it wasn't cool.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was kind of creepy.
No.
So,
Yeah.
and I didn't have a gun then, so, but I will in the future. Go ahead.
We do have a comment from Brett saying that he lives in California and they only care about your money. So
They do.
you can own a gun, I guess. Yeah. I mean, I lived in California too. So when Tick and I first met,
Yes.
I was like, hey, do you live in Pedro? And he was like, I do. How
And
do you
nobody
know
knew
that?
where
And I'm
Pe-
like,
yeah, nobody knew where Pedro
I
was.
know where
but-
that is
but
because
he
I
did.
live 30 minutes away. Yeah,
Exactly.
like I
It was
grew up
hilarious.
there. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm like, you go to this
That's
restaurant?
awesome.
How about Ports of Call? You go there? How
Yep,
about Queen
yep.
Mary? And
And
he's
the-
like,
and the
yep,
thing-
yep.
And the thing that you said to me was Del Taco sauce. I want
Oh
Del
my God,
Taco
Del
sauce.
Taco
So I actually, a long time ago, and you made a TikTok about it, I sent you Del Taco sauce. So when I
You
went to
did.
Del Taco, this is the funniest thing. When you get food at Del Taco, if you've never been there before, they're like, do you want any like sauces with that? And I'm like, Del Taco mild. And then they're like, how many do you want? And this was always my answer. The maximum amount you're allowed to give me before your
Right,
manager
and they're like-
yells at you. And that's exactly what they would do. And when I would walk
It's
inside,
awesome.
I would do one of these. I'd like walk up to the because they have a little bar with all the little condiments you can get. I walk up and I do one of these. Grab, and grab
Yep.
as many as I could and throw them in the back. And then I'd send them over to the professor. So back to the guns.
I never bought hot sauce and I never bought napkins in California.
Yeah,
Those were
you
the
know-
two things I never bought.
It's funny because
you
I
just-
bought
yeah.
I bought dollar store hot sauce all the time because it was at the dollar store. And I got
got it.
addicted to dollar store hot sauce that I can no longer get here where I live in the United States of America. Dun dun dun. So luckily we still have family out there, and they're going to mail me a care package with dollar store taco sauce. I cannot wait.
I
So-
never went to a dollar store until 6 years
Wait,
ago. Never
oh,
been
what?
to a dollar
Okay.
store until 6 years ago.
Okay, I never didn't go to a dollar store until wait, no, I've gone to dollar store since I was a child.
Yes,
Really?
I have to.
I'm serious.
Wow.
I'm serious. Never
That's
until 6
impressive.
years ago.
Why?
And I didn't have a choice. It was the only place to shop, so I had to go to the dollar store. And I'm like, wow, this
Oh,
is
that's
pretty
funny.
cool.
Yeah,
That's
it's
funny.
cool in there. You
Okay.
can get like every kitchen utensil you ever wanted, and they just have it.
Anything.
So I kind of messed myself up, just so you know, because Professor said I had to use all 4 glasses, and I did 2 shots in the 1 glass. So this isn't going to be pretty. I'm just saying. So let's get back to guns while
Oh.
I drink.
Oh man, yeah.
Guns.
By the time we're on TikToks, you'll really have some stuff to say.
I won't know how to press
So-
buttons on
Guns
an
and
Xbox
alcohol.
controller.
Guns
Exactly.
and alcohol do not mix.
Oh, well, you know. Oh, no, they do not. They do not. No, anybody in the studio audience, first of all, gun safety. I'm not great at gun safety
Gun
because I've never
safety.
really taken a gun
Yeah.
safety course. But what I do know is don't keep a loaded gun under your bed or next to your nightstand. Keep the bullets one place and your gun another. Or that's not
Right.
true. Question mark. I'm asking Mima because she's
I mean, that
got the most
sounds
knowledge.
good. That
Yeah, it
that
sounds
sounds
good, but-
perfect.
It's a good plan if you have kids in the house.
Okay, that makes perfect sense.
If
But
you don't have kids in the house,
yeah.
you
For
know it's
protection's
debatable. It really
No,
is.
I get it.
Because if you have an emergency and you have to think twice before you shoot. If you
Right.
have to look for the magazine to
Well,
put
yeah,
it in.
and I was gonna say, if you have a revolver, could you imagine like, oh, okay, I gotta go grab some bullets. Hold on, guy, hold on, flip. One,
right. It's just
two.
kind of a yeah.
Now, the reason that we have guns on the show is because not only do you own a few guns, Mima, you are actually competitive with guns, correct?
Yes, sir. I am. I love it. It's fun. I've shot guns my whole entire life.
And what was I gonna say? Have you seen the John Wick gun training by any chance? I know you're probably not a huge John Wick fan. Oh, you have seen it.
Oh, yes,
Okay.
I am.
Yes.
I love John Wick.
Sweet.
Holy
That's
cow.
awesome.
Good, I do too.
Anything sci-fi or out there or post-apocalyptic or anything like that. Anything.
I wish John Wick was my dad. I would have had a way better upbringing.
I wish he was
That's
my
hilarious
son.
on every level.
Like being bullied in elementary school, that would have not have been a thing. Like,
No,
you
it wouldn't
bullied
have
my
been.
son, and
Exactly.
yeah, it would just
drive up in the car. You know what would have happened? Like, the kid would have been walking along. He would have driven up in the car and just been like, zip, taking the kid out.
Right.
Like, oh, sorry, I thought I was picking you up today. Isn't this the pickup line? So, my favorite thing about John Wick, and this has been my number one pet peeve with all action films. Well, it's twofold. The dude never is killed because you shoot him in the chest and he's wearing armor. Well, if you watch John Wick films, he does what I call zombie kills. Every single person, even if they get a double tap to the chest, he still shoots him in the head. Every single one.
Or throw an axe at their head.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And my whole thing
Make
is
sure
that
they're not coming up.
right. And my whole thing is like you have to protect yourself against zombies. Why aren't more movies shooting people in the head? And then the second thing that he does that no other action film does is he uses the weapons that other people like. A dude has a brand new gun, doesn't even get a shot off. You kill that guy, and then you run out, and there's literally a gun next to you. In every action film, they're like, "We ran out of bullets. What do we do?" In Wick, he's like, "Gun, bang, bang, bang. You're dead."
Right.
So getting back to Mima, I apologize.
Makes sense. No.
The reason I brought up John Wick was because he was doing all of the target shooting and stuff like that. And one of your recent TikToks, you did that, and I was like, oh, we have to talk about that. So you're a competitive gun shooter, but you haven't done it for a while. Is that what you told us in the pre-show?
2 years. 2 years. My
2 years?
husband is so much better than me. My husband was on a team with a very well-known one of the top shooters in the world. I don't know if I can say his name. I don't know.
You're allowed to say anybody's name, but it's more up to your husband. So what I would say is
My husband doesn't care. My husband doesn't care. But he
Well, then
was
say his name.
on Max Michel's team. He's like
excellent.
#1 in the world forever.
Cool.
He's an ex-military. He trained a lot of snipers. He was a sniper.
Oh, man.
And that's whose team
Man.
my husband shot on. I got to be the little tag along. I was
Oh,
the
that's
little,
awesome.
Yeah,
I
I'm
would-
the wife
I would,
of the
yeah.
team members, so I got
Me
to shoot
too.
with them. So it was a blast.
Dude, that
It
sounds
was like
amazing.
Tiger Woods. It was like Tiger Woods on the golf course. We had looky-loos, people standing there watching the whole team because, it's called the Super Squad. And then here comes
Wow.
me.
Now that would have been funny to see. It's like all of the guys walking along with the guns and Mima's just like, hey, what's going on, everybody? Hi, what's going on?
My turn now.
Oh, that's so funny. Now, did you learn anything from the team, though? Like, did they give you any insights?
Oh my gosh, yes. And every one of those guys were so nice to me. I am super, super accurate. And if I'm standing still, I'm really fast. But if I'm moving, it takes me a minute. I'm old. I'm 62. I'm fat. It takes me a minute. But they were all so extremely nice to me and so helpful and just really courteous. Great guys.
Now, the two guns that I want to get, like, I'm not a handgun fan. I'll just be straight up. But the two guns that I've always wanted to have are the lever action rifles. Just because whenever I watched any old cowboy movie, they always had those. And I also saw a bunch. Yep. And I saw a bunch of competitor shooters use those for whatever reason. And then the other one is just a very straight shooting rifle. Because one of the things is I used to have like an air gun, like an air pellet gun. And I would be like, I'd be like this. I'd go, bam. And the bullet or the little air pellet would be like, woo. And it would shoot in the opposite direction that I shot. I'd be like, why would anyone use this stupid piece of junk? And I'm sure it's because I didn't buy a good quality one. I'm sure of that. But honestly, I was just like, this is so frustrating. Like, how do you even aim for that? So, do you have any recommendations for women that are getting into guns? Like, do you have a handgun that you like, that you use? And the main reason I'm asking is because as a guy, I'd be like, I'll go buy a Glock.
I hate Glocks. Let me tell you right off the top, I hate Glocks. I really do. I hate Glocks.
Okay.
They have so much trouble with feed issues.
Okay.
And,
makes sense.
Also, they have trouble with misfiring because the way you have to release the clip includes having your finger on the trigger, which is really dangerous. My nephew got shot by one of his best friends. They were out target practicing, and the best unloading it because he had a jam, and he shot my nephew, and it went through his hand and into my nephew's abdomen, and it almost killed him. I am so against Glocks. Don't shoot don't buy a Glock.
Don't sue Glock Corporation. Don't sue us. No. Glock Corporation. Don't sue us. These are all allegations by Mima. Tick and Professor have nothing to do with them. No, I'm just kidding. We'll
nothing. Glock do not hate me. A lot of police.
No, I was going to say, let's get to a gun you like then. Let's talk about a gun you like instead of one that you don't like.
I like a Kimber.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! That almost came out my nose, Mima. No, you have to understand. Okay, my partner's
name is a Kimber.
Yeah, my partner's name has a similar name, and that's her gun. Like, she's literally like, we have to go get a Kimber. That's my gun. And then you just said that, so, well, I guess that's a done deal. Anybody got a gun site? I'm going to go buy it now.
That's my favorite if you're just buying off the shelf. I have some custom, and my husband has some custom, but those are usually above and beyond what people really need unless they're competing. So Kimbers seem to be really reliable. I own 2 myself, and my husband owns 2 or 3 Kimbers.
Oh, I really like them. Funny. Oh, and a Lady Wesson. That's from the outside. The person that also would like a Kimber says that she likes Lady Wessons as well. Have you tried one of those?
My very first handgun that my husband bought me was a Lady Smith & Wesson. I still have it.
There you go. And there's the answer. There's the answer. And before Rosie comes on, and
I do have a comment from Sourdough Brett. He says Ruger P95. I don't know what the heck that is, and I play a lot of Call of Duty.
I know a lot of people that shoot those.
Now, are they a handgun or are they a rifle? Question mark. It's a handgun. Ruger P95.
I don't know.
I don't either. You know what? We're I think.
Wow. What?
I tried so hard. Rosie just doesn't like us being
going
off topic.
on?
What is going on? Okay, let's get this going.
Hey guys, have a topic for us or a question, or do you even want to be a guest on the show? You can email us at tpshow@gmx.com. Oh no, please stop. I'm covering my ears. Do I even have ears? Well, this is a segment called Oh No Please Stop News, taken from the creepy side of the world.
That.
So, this
week,
yes.
I like the sounds of that.
Yes, and I think you'll like what we're just about to do, if I can get it right, is next video coming up. Wait, what? No, I put it in here.
I'm sure you did.
I did. Here it is. It's just one more. Oh, you know what? Down is down, up is up. Oh. Where is?
I don't.
What does
I don't
it mean
know.
when your lips are going numb?
It means you need to drink more. Drink more.
The emergency is kicking in.
Yes.
That's how you know.
Exactly what it is. Now, I had this video, so we always love all of Tick's problems that he has every week. So you're going to have to give me a second, because I had that video in the queue, and it disappeared. Because, I know where it is. I know exactly what I did.
Okay, good.
A creepy video is always good.
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
you'll like this one.
excited for a creepy.
Yep.
Creepy, zombies, sci-fi, any of that is awesome.
That's awesome. And if I start talking about something, Tick will find it and be like, oh, here it is. And my subject will just, whatever.
So you got to be patient. Are you telling me I have to work on patience? Patience is not my virtue.
My daughter cannot be patient to save her life. She is just like, I'm like, Dad, give me 20. I'm like, just give me 20 minutes. And like 2 seconds later, she's like, has it been 20 minutes? I'm like, no, just please. Just
me. That's me. That's me. Patience. Why? Why? Why do I have to have patience? Patience does nothing for anybody except make us anxious.
I have no idea where this video is. So the video
you're gonna pull it up online?
Yeah, I'm gonna go grab it. So give me you talk amongst yourself.
Talk amongst ourselves. Okay. Let's go. You know, I don't want to talk about our next subject.
Oh no, don't talk about the next subject. Talk about something dealing with drinks. Drinks is always good.
Drinks.
No, drinks. Okay. Oh wow, you're
Do I
almost
look
done.
like Vanna White?
I'm going slow because I've had so much caffeine today and not a lot of food.
My Mergentini's
So-
almost gone.
It might be time for a new one then, Mima. Might be time for a new one.
My dinner
I
was
got
Fruit
coffee.
Loops.
Fruit Loops?
Fruit Loops. I had Fruit Loops for dinner.
I love Fruit
I mean-
Loops. Captain Crunch is my favorite, though. Well,
Ooh.
only if I'm doing sugar cereal. If I'm not doing sugar
So-
cereal, then I want Rice Krispies. Or
So I
Cheerios
found something
with no
cool
sugar.
that Captain Crunch makes, and it's pancakes, and they are fantastic.
pancakes?
Just hold on, and I'll show you the box and the syrup that comes
Okay.
with it. Yeah, just hold on 1 second.
Okay. All right.
This is the best part of the show is that we are so professional that in the middle of the show we just randomly run off screen, both of us, and leave the guest there alone.
I will entertain whoever's watching. Hey, hello, people. I really suck at this. Honestly, I do.
Okay.
I could never
Now
run my
watch.
own show.
It is fantastic, and you
Very
can buy the
tasty.
syrup too.
Oh, berry
They are
tastic pancake mix.
It's fantastic, and the syrup
Does it have
is
crunches in it?
amazing.
Does it like
kind of
crunch?
does. No, not too much, but it tastes just like Captain Crunch, and like the smell of it is Captain Crunch, and it's awesome.
Oh,
My kids
I have
love
to
it.
buy
They
that
look
for
like
my
that.
grandkids. Oh, my grandkids
See?
would love that. They come and stay with me every summer. I have my whole downstairs set up for my grandkids. Seriously, I do. I adore my grandkids. I'm buying that for them. They will love me for it. My life is
so-
all about my grandkids loving me.
Oh, I mean, I get it. I'm all about my kids. That's the only reason why I'm alive right now is because of my kids, because I do everything for them.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay, you guys can hear it. I paused it and everything. I paused it and everything.
I'm gonna keep on talking, but the cool thing about the syrup is it does make your tongue blue, and then and only because I have a 4-year-old, when he goes to the restroom, he was like, "Dad, it's a different color. It's green," and I'm like, "Yeah, that's because of the dye in the syrup."
What?
So
No way.
yeah, so
Okay,
you get surprises all around with this. Like,
It's a surprise out of every orifice. So I finally got this up,
Every.
and so we're now on the creepy videos, and look who it is. It's
Who
Mima.
is it? Oh, it's me.
Yes, it is.
Is it real? Oh, it's that scary night I had. What was that? Oh my gosh.
Can you guys hear it?
oh yeah.
Okay, good.
I'm going to bed.
And also in the comments,
I may or may not have beat myself.
Nellie Brooks asked to talk about your ghost too, your friend Ben. So
Friend Ben.
yeah.
Do you know some people don't believe it?
Oh,
It's
I
so
believe
real.
it.
I believe it. I believe it 100%. Yep.
100%.
It is so real.
Yes. So
is
that
so
was
real.
the video. Okay, so your husband's asleep. Well, okay, so
Yes.
for people watching the podcast, we did a horrible job telling anybody anything on the podcast this week. Mima
Oh my
is
God.
on screen.
I forgot
right
about
now.
the
I forgot
podcast.
about the podcast completely.
Because they can't see us. Yeah.
So Mima is on the screen and she's talking about her ghost Ben, who basically has trapped her in. Was it in the downstairs part of your house? Is that what happened? Your husband had gone to bed.
Oh my gosh, my house is a maze. I'm not joking. This house was built kind of in the old Anasazi style.
I may or may not have beat myself.
You can't
So it's
get from one room
like
to the other without.
Winchester Mansion, where there's like 30 rooms and.
Yes,
Okay, I got you.
it's incredibly stupidly big. It's stupidly big because it was built by two artists, and I say that the house was built like their brains worked.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I was in my family room, which used to be
My husband.
Ben's studio, okay? I think that's why he's there so much, and in the kitchen. Well, there's the kitchen where most of the noise is between me and my bedroom. And my bedroom is the only quiet spot in the whole fucking house. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Too
That was
funny.
it started out where I was just like being funny. You know,
Right.
I'm used to this. It happens all the time. I'm being funny. And by the end, I was so freaked out, I wanted to cry and die.
That's
Die. Die
I feel
on
bad.
the spot. Get it
I
over
feel
with.
Yeah,
horrible.
you don't need to go through that. No,
Wait, I didn't do that. That wasn't me.
I didn't do that either.
I didn't either.
God,
What's
stop.
going on?
She's mad again. It's Ben.
I know.
It's Ben.
It's ghosts in
Okay.
the machine, as it were.
So, I was like a amateur ghost hunter, paranormal with my family in California for like 5 years, and I was thinking about this since our meetup on Sunday where we go through the show. Do you know what this is?
No,
Mima.
I don't. No,
So it's
I
called-
don't know
it's-
anything about this
Okay.
stuff.
This is called the ghost meter, and what
Okay.
it does is it measures like a really sensitive like electrical energy, and you turn it on, it does this, and you literally, like, it's close to computer, so I'm going to get energy off of a
Which makes
computer
sense.
or a,
Yeah, that
or a
makes sense.
microphone or
Yeah.
something.
But when you're in
So-
an empty room with no
Like-
electronics,
like, yes. So like put it on like your kitchen table or something and be like, Ben, you are scaring the hell out of me. I only want you to communicate to me and show up if I ask, and communicate through this. And then you
That's so
can,
funny.
and which I've done, and I've gotten responses. We've shown video last season of me totally talking and asking questions, and this lights
Yep.
up where you can be like, is your name Ben? And then it will light up, and then you can tell it back. No, because this is what I want you to do. If you stand up and you own that it's your house, then
Yeah.
it's your
Yeah.
house,
yeah, just tell them.
and that's
Okay.
it. And then be like,
It
don't.
terrifies
it-
me.
I know,
It
but just be
terrifies
nice.
No,
All you
but
have to say-
that's one of the reasons
Right.
why I think this is happening is because he knows that
He
your
can get a
reaction,
rise
like
out of you.
picture a 4-year-old and you're not paying it any attention and you're just like, leave me alone. He's going to want negative reaction out of you.
The
Right.
you know, the crazy. I wouldn't. It wouldn't be so bad except for everybody who has been in my house has had experiences. Everybody.
That's
There's
awesome.
not one
I would love
single
to come
person
over and
that's
have
been
an
in my
experience.
house without an experience.
Hey, are you just trying to get an invite over to her house? I see how it is.
I see the food you make, Mima.
Me too.
I mean, yeah.
Me too. And she did invite us for tacos once. She did invite us for tacos
We'll
once.
do
I
a
remember
ghost
that.
hunt. Both of you come. We'll do it.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know,
I don't know.
I
I'll bring
have
my
about
partner.
10. I have about
Tick will
10
be
TikTok
crying
friends I would
and-
love to invite over to my house.
Well, I was going to
Yeah.
say my partner has a lot of ghostly experiences. So like basically when it gets to be too much at my house, like I'll just turn to her and I'll say, "Hey, can you take care of this? Because this is just nutty fruitcake. I can't handle it anymore." Because stuff happens
Well,
at our house all the time.
I'm about to that point because he was quiet for months and months. And I
Yeah.
thought, okay, it's over. He's done. Well, then he was a bird collector, a bird raiser. We have
Oh,
all
yeah,
kinds
and
of
you-
pens that
and you did all
that
your
he built,
chicken
and
pens.
we rebuilt them all.
Yep.
And I think he's pissed off because we rebuilt them all, so he's noisy
might be
again. And
happy.
I'm like,
You
maybe
see, you take
he's
it as a
happy,
negative.
yeah.
Yeah, you take it as a negative.
maybe I need to acknowledge that he's happy that I fixed
Yes.
them because they were falling
Exactly.
apart. They were old.
Exactly. And just say, hey,
Right.
listen, I wanted to make them better. I hope it's okay. And I
Right.
apologize if you don't like the color. Because he might just
And-
not like
That's
the
a
color.
good way to look at it. That's a
And
good way
on
to
top
look at
of
it.
all this, everything that is going on in your house might not be him either. It could be just a family member that's like loves you and looking in on you. So
Yes.
But there's
He's
nobody
talking-
else.
Okay.
There's nobody else. We're the second owners on this house, and he's the one that built
He's
it.
talking about people that have passed in your life.
Yeah.
So maybe an aunt
Oh,
or an
in my
uncle or
life.
a grandfather
Yes.
or somebody that you was in your life, and they might be just coming by or swinging by. So when I saw your TikTok, what I thought of, be careful about hitting your chest because you keep hitting your microphone. So
sorry. Okay.
No worries. No worries.
Okay.
So
More
what
alcohol.
I was saying was, basically, if you just ask him to leave, he should or she should.
He should.
But the reason that I thought they came back was because of an anniversary or a wedding or something like that. And with what Professor just said, combine the two of them. So do you have like a favorite uncle or a favorite aunt or a favorite grandparent? And would it have been one
but
of
my
their anniversaries?
sister, I don't know if you guys remember, I lost my sister and my brother, cousin
Very
brother.
close. Very
last
close,
May,
right?
2
Yes.
days apart.
Yeah, I
last
remember
May.
that.
So
I
I'm
remember
really
the
coming up
TikToks and I
close
felt
to
bad.
that anniversary.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe it's not Ben, maybe it's Bob or Jerry.
Well, one
That's
of the
why
things,
something like this could really help, because then you could ask who it is, and then if it lights up a couple times asking the same question, then you got your
That's
answer.
true.
And
This is not something that is going to, like, a Ouija board. Don't do that.
don't do Ouija boards. Don't.
Oh God, no
don't
Ouija
do
boards.
anything
No,
weird
no,
like that.
No.
This is actually something that is just like, if you ever seen like Ghost Hunters or something where they unscrew a light bulb
I watch it all the time.
a little bit. So yeah, this is their ghost meter. They do the exact same thing.
Okay.
So it's the same exact thing. If you send me like an Amazon wish list, I'll buy you this and send it to you.
Oh my gosh, that would be so nice.
Yeah.
But I'll buy it. That's okay. That's okay.
They're
I'll
like
buy it.
$8.
Well, you need a present for being
I'll
on
get
our
on there.
show. I mean, come on, people. You've been on our show. Come on.
Guys, do not pay me for being on your show. I'm honored.
So,
I'm
just so
honored
you know,
that this old lady got to be on your show.
What?
Please, you're very young. Believe me. Like I'll be honest. I know a lot of people in your age range that literally yell at me about technology all the time, and you're so technology forward, in my opinion. Like you're just like
I am
right
a
on the cutting
tech
edge.
junkie. I am
can
a
tell.
tech junkie.
Nice.
I am. I love anything new. I like learning about it. I like. Oh, cool.
I've seen
Professor,
those. Yeah, those
look.
are mints. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I took the mints out. The tins are why I get them. So, but
Okay,
yeah,
the tins are okay, but the Ouija board scared the shit out of me.
of course
No,
they
I
should.
get it.
They should.
Yeah.
They should. Don't do them. Anybody that's
Don't.
listening
Had
to
a
this
bad
podcast,
experience as a kid.
we all
Yeah,
we
no,
are
we
all
all
thumbs
have.
down. We're all thumbs down
Yeah.
on the Ouija board. Just so
Yes,
you know,
no Ouija
Hasbro's
board.
worst
Yes.
product.
Yes.
Nope. Yep. Nope.
Now, the thing that I wanted to bring up for creepy was Crawl Space Confidential, because Mima, again, this ties into you. You basically were like, I'm not going under my crawl space. Not happening. Zero. Nada. I'll hire somebody. They're coming over. Well, I'm the crawl space guy at our house. So I'll be doing TikToks in the crawl space when I decide to go back under there. I did buy, though, I bought Tyvek suits. So I have a Tyvek suit. I also have like overalls and stuff like that I can wear, like zip up dick
You
jeans
need
and
one.
stuff. Yeah.
You need like armor, like
Well, my crawl
sealed
space-
armor.
my
Duct
crawl
tape
space-
that shit all around you.
I know, but my crawl space is actually fairly big by comparison to some crawl spaces, and I have to go under there because the previous owner of the place that I live, they were big into cable TV. So literally every room in the house has cable TV run to it, and all of the coax cable is under the house. I've already pulled out like 50 or 60 feet, and I'm not even a quarter of the way through. And then once I pull all the old cable out, of course I'm modern, so I have to run all kinds of internet cable, which I've been having problems with today.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
but I thought
We're
you would
kind of-
find that funny.
We're kind of in the same spot. Our house was hit
yeah.
by a lightning strike, so
Ooh.
it's kind of fried a lot of the cable and stuff. We got
And you got to do it all over
But
again.
our crawl space isn't really a crawl space. You can walk under it, except for a few things.
That's nice.
Few spots you have to walk through a tunnel to get to the other section. It's a maze.
That's awesome.
It's a maze above ground and it's a maze underground. It's a ridiculous house.
I like
am
it.
going to do a video of it.
Yeah, I would love that.
Yeah.
But no,
It's a
have
take
somebody
us on a
else.
tour.
house.
I was about to say,
Like-
have
like
somebody else
MTV
do the video.
Cribs.
Exactly.
Do
Crawl space
yeah.
cribs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to have my daughter follow me through or something because it's insane. I can't even describe. Like the first 2 times I came through the house to look at it before we bought it, I'm like, I don't remember where the bathroom is. I don't remember
Okay,
which direction
so-
I went. It's that crazy, and it's adobe walls. So when you're in one room, you don't hear the other room.
Oh, that's so funny.
It's crazy.
Well, that's a huge tie-in for me. So here's the story that I have. I used to live up in Oakland, and I lived at a place called the Vulcan, which, as you said, you were saying my house was built by artists. It was an artist community. So basically, it was a maze. They took an original Vulcan factory that used to vulcanize tires, and then they sold it, and a whole bunch of artists cut it apart into different units. And it was huge. It was ginormous. And one thing I will say is artists should never build. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just telling you they should never build.
Never.
And the reason is the ceilings were about 30, 35 feet. So you would go into some units. Yeah, and you would go into some units, and they would put a gangplank, like literally a piece of wood, going across to this little like hammock in the corner up 30 feet. And I'm like, that can't be safe. There's no way. And so when my partner came to visit me one time, I was like, oh, okay, where are you? And she had to describe where she was. She was like, I'm by this painting. And I'm like, oh, just wait. I'll be there in 5 minutes. So then I would walk through and I would find her. And then she went somewhere and the same exact thing happened. She called me on the phone. She's like, I'm lost again. And I was like, oh, okay, just tell me what painting you're by. Because literally all of the hallways in the artist community had paintings everywhere. Like every single like hallway had a painting. There were murals everywhere. Exactly. It was amazing. But also, I know exactly what you're talking about as far as crazy goes.
Like we have to put scaffolding in our family room. It's our family room now, but it was his studio. We have to put scaffolding in to change light bulbs. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. The windows in that room they're like 8 foot tall. And there's skylights everywhere in this house. I rarely have to turn on lights. There's skylights everywhere.
Well, that's cool.
That's insane. That's purely insane.
I have 32 skylights in this house. 32.
That's a lot.
Skylights? 32?
32 skylights. 32. Man. It's insane. Because
when we come over, we're going to get lost. Me and Professor will get lost.
Yes, you will.
You'll find us like it will be like Easter eggs.
I'll ask Ben. Just hey, guide
me home.
He'll direct you.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say we'll be like Easter eggs, and like 3 days later, you'll come find us because you'll smell them. You'll be like, "What's that smell?" I know those guys were here, but I'll just follow it.
And the bad thing is too, this great big house. They only have 2 full bathrooms, and they're both in bedrooms.
Oh,
so
man.
It's odd. It is just so odd.
But again, artists building. I love artists, but artists are not architects.
Yeah, I know.
Let's be honest, they should never be architects. Never. It's just ridiculous. I love it because it's quirky, and I'm quirky, and it fits me, but it doesn't make sense. They live out in the middle of nowhere. This house is literally in the middle of nowhere, and there was no pantry in the house.
Wait,
no pantry?
Nope. That
sucks. No pantry.
Well,
and I have to drive 2 hours to get a gallon of milk. Why is there no pantry?
Please tell me that you have...
I'm on coffee now.
Please tell me, though, that you have a big, giant chest freezer. Please tell me you have a giant, like, could fit a dead body or 3 chest freezer.
I do, but it's over in the guest house in a little room we call the pump room.
Makes sense.
They had a great big, what they called a canvas storage room, where they stored all their canvases and all their chemicals. And I had a guy that worked for my husband that's a really good carpenter, and he and I came up with a plan, and we turned it into a pantry.
Yeah.
So it works really great. So I finally have a pantry, but it's not connected to the kitchen.
Well,
I have to walk upstairs to the pantry.
So time for this, everybody. Time for this.
Hey guys, did you know you can now take this show with you on the road? It's simple, just search TP Show in the Spotify app. You can also find all past episodes so you'll never miss a moment of the boys' shenanigans.
She really sounds like she has some kind of issue, by the way.
Like she's mad at us, or like she just had a stroke. I don't know.
Yeah, I was going with stroke because she's clearly angry with us all the time. Like that's a given.
You know, I have never missed any of your shenanigans. So
that's so
just
sweet.
Saying.
I really appreciate that. So the next
You
section
guys are
of
two
the
of my
show-
favorite TikTokers.
And
Thank you.
You
Yeah,
are.
you're definitely. Yeah.
I was going to
Yep.
say, I watch your stuff more than probably anybody else's. And what's funny is you're one of the first people that Okay, so I'm not sure if we have this. Yeah, it's later in the show. It'll come up later in the show, but I'm going to talk about it just briefly here, which is I followed Gary Vaynerchuk for a long time, meaning his content. And what he said was, whenever you are on a platform, make comments that are useful. Like, just don't be like, thumbs up. He said basically say things that apply to whatever video you're watching. And so whenever I would watch your videos, I would write a comment. And in my head, I'm like, this random person will never ever see this comment. And like, I guess within the first month of me commenting, you're like, hey, Tick. And I was just looking around like, she knows who I am? Like, it was very odd to me because I was like, I did not expect it. And then you started following me. Of course, I had been following you. And I was like, holy mackerel, Mima's following me. Now, again, I didn't make any of those videos, which I should have, of, oh my gosh, yes. Because at the time, I was just blown away. I was really, really happy when you started following me because I had been following you for a while. And you rock my TikTok, as I often say. Because you.
I love that thing. I love that thing. I tell people that. I say, in the words of my friend Tick, you rock my TikTok.
Yes, and that
I love
the first time
I love it.
The first time I ever heard that, my head just went.
Yeah, and I don't know how I started following you. I honestly, I try to remember. I have no idea.
I don't remember. I know.
I know that I was watching your morning stuff. I was watching your morning stuff, and I was like, I have to follow her. I just have to.
Well, and the thing with my morning thing, and I've made TikToks about it before. If you respond in my morning TikTok, I try to always go to your page and respond to several videos, at least 3. That's my goal. I don't always accomplish it, but I figure if I have 80,000 followers now, and it's hard to see everybody's. So I figure if I can go to my morning TikTok, my most important TikTok of the day, and respond to all of the comments, and then go to their page, respond accordingly, it at least shows them that I appreciate the attention, because I am an attention whore. I am an attention whore. I am on TikTok because I like the attention.
No, I totally get it. I totally get it. And jumping back, I'm supposed to be monitoring the comments on YouTube, and I'm doing a horrible job. So I apologize, everybody on YouTube.
Oh my gosh, I've been talking up a storm. That's why you see me going over here, and I comment to everybody. Yeah,
I'm not doing anything else for the show. You rat bastard.
Okay,
I hit my microphone again. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
No,
I was going to tell you, Mima, you need to sage your house as well. That's another one that came in, is to make sure to sage your house. Have you done that by any chance?
I have a plan.
Okay, good.
I actually have a plan. I have a friend, kind of a friend, sort of a TikTok acquaintance, I guess you would call her, that has given me a plan. So I have to open one door or one window and kind of usher everything that direction as I sage. Because the power is, so this is how she explained it. Your belief and your faith is the fire, and the tool you use is the gasoline.
Yes.
And my house is a freaking maze, so,
and just so you know,
it's going to be complicated.
I heard huge applause in the background with what you just said. So I'm giving you 2 thumbs up on what you just said.
For some reason, I trust your significant other. For some reason,
she has a lot of experience.
What she says resonates with me.
Good,
so
good. That makes me happy.
Her.
No, that makes me very happy, because I trust her too, oddly enough.
I trust her. But I trust both of you guys. I honestly do.
Sweet.
You guys,
that's sweet.
You guys, and I remember why I started following you, Professor. I remember why now. Because I saw you throwing your axe in the competition, and I thought that was the freaking coolest thing I had ever seen.
Thank you.
and that's when I started following you.
I remember why you started following me. Do you know Mima?
The juggling.
Exactly.
The juggling.
Your little one
yes, my
was
grandson
like, he would not
so
stop watching
with
it.
That.
Exactly. Yeah.
And he cannot stop.
Yep.
Anytime I say TikTok tick, my grandson's right there in my lap to watch the video because he wants to see what you're juggling.
What's his name, by the way?
And he's 5 now, and he still practices. And it's been great because he has dexterity problems. He's got a lot of skin conditions. So it's really, really, really good for him.
So I was going to say, what is his name? I want to give him a shout out, just if that's okay.
Jackson.
Okay, let me do it.
Yes.
Jackson, you're the best. Make sure to follow what Mima says and spin every day.
Yes.
Make sure to spin every day, Jackson, because that's, you know what's funny that I say that is, the reason that I spin is because I'm my mother's son, as a lot of boys would say. My mom's pinky is like that. I actually have a picture,
yeah.
Her whole hand, she actually has plastic joints on both, right here. All plastic, plastic.
Oh, wow.
Because her rheumatoid arthritis is so bad that her hand just went sideways. So one of the things I learned early on was that I needed to keep my hands limber. So that's what I've been doing for years and years and years.
Wow. That's cool. Well, his eczema is so bad it scars his hands.
Oh my gosh, that's horrible. That is absolutely horrible.
Yeah.
And I was going to say the same reason that he likes me, meaning that he saw it and he's like, oh, wow, that's cool. That's exactly why I started doing it. A guy named James.
That's awesome.
Yeah, a guy named James Ernest. He was contact juggling a crystal ball over concrete. Super smooth.
Wow.
Amazing. And I was just like this. I was a little kid in the candy
that's
store.
how he gets watching your vids.
That's how I was. And funny enough, I had gone to a juggling class in the SCA. It was at something called the Penzic War. And I went to a juggling class. And it was to learn how to 3-ball juggle. And at the end of the 3-ball juggling, I learned how to 3-ball juggle okay. I mean, within the first lesson, you're just okay. And then James Ernest was over there doing some contact juggling over concrete with a crystal ball. My head just went boom. And he goes, oh, well, I'll be doing a workshop. So I stayed for the workshop, and I've been hooked ever since. It's sort of like a crack addiction. So
yeah,
that's awesome. Well, he has his own set that he has at his house. They live next door to me in my guest house, and then I have a set here that he goes in my closet and gets out when he comes over to the house. So
that's amazing.
We have a lot of fun with it.
I do not want to know your address for reasons that we've talked about previously in the show, but I will figure out a way to get you something, Mima, because I have a large collection of round objects. Not that you could tell by this huge giant mess that I have behind me. So before we get the Rosie screaming at us, let me see if I can actually get this next segment correct. Let's see if I got it right.
You wanted video game reviews, well, you got it, baby. Now is that time in the show where we bring you a video game review with a segment I like to call Video Game Review.
I mean, she's clever.
She is clever. Stop
She's
talking.
Cute.
Yeah, well, what's funny is I totally skipped a whole nother segment, so we'll go back to that after a bit.
We can do that one. That's fine.
Well,
unless
it
your
doesn't make
videos
sense.
That's the thing I'm behind in. I'm behind in video games.
And that's what I was going to say is you'll love what Professor has on the docket for video games today. I will be honest. No. Well, the things that we're going to talk about with the Play merch video don't make any sense in video games. So we'll just drop that down below. We'll do that right before
You guys will give me one more
videos.
thing to. You guys will give me one more thing to get addicted to: video games.
Yeah, we will. Yeah, as a matter of fact, and believe me, yes. Now watch this, Mima. You can see it on the screen. Yeah. So
I'm watching.
This Professor has. How would you say? You're the sommelier of games this week. Is that the best way to say it?
I always am, right?
Yeah, you are.
With Microsoft, if you have an Xbox, there's this cool thing called Game Pass. You pay $45 every 3 months, and you could download unlimited amount of games. They have like 300 something games, and you get day one games that come out. And this is one of my favorite games, and it's called Outriders.
Before we get into that, I just want to tease next week's show. We're going to be talking about PlayStation. So if you're not an Xbox fan, next week I'm going to be talking about PlayStation. It's not good. It's not good, by the way. But please tune in. We'll be talking about PlayStation next week.
Here's the thing about power. Once you taste it, there's no going back. This planet tried to destroy us. To bring us to our knees.
I need this in my life.
You get to shoot stuff.
I am writing myself a note.
Skull. We might not live through the trailer because, look at it.
Oh my gosh, that looks so fun. My son would love it if I got addicted to gaming. Just saying.
I would too, honestly.
Oh.
If this world doesn't fear us yet, it will.
And that, everybody.
Ooh, so that's Outriders,
Yep.
and it is fantastic. It brings all your scariness,
so
all your
fun.
sci-fi. It is awesome. We do have actually some of my gameplay too, and
and
a picture
let
of
me
my
throw-
character.
Let me
The
show you
cool
the
thing
character.
is,
Or
so this
character
is my
after or
character.
before? Yep.
No, this is good. My character right now is this guy right here, and you can modify your own character. So if you want to be a woman, you could be a woman. And the cool thing now with video games is it's a woman's dialogue. So all the talking is done by a woman actor. If you're a guy, all the dialect is done by a male actor, and it is fantastic. Let me tell you, you can modify everything on the person and make it pretty much the way that you want it. And
So you
then,
build your whole own avatar and everything.
Right. So that's pretty much it, and you're that character.
That's the strange.
And then, yeah, go ahead.
So I could be
Yeah,
this young, hot baby.
Yeah, if you wanted to look like Black Widow, you can look like
Totally.
Black Widow. Like, yeah,
Totally.
you can totally do that. Yes. Yeah.
Ultraviolet.
Sigourney-
Ultraviolet.
So-
Or
Okay,
Okay.
Catwoman.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So here's the gameplay.
So
And let me
this
just
is
get this going.
this is my character, and then during the game you can have all your weapons on one side, you can have all your wardrobe, you have power-ups that you gain throughout it. This is your power-up window. You can gain by killing people, you gain like more ammo, different weapons, different skills. There's the
Wow.
map of the world. Here's everybody that you have contact with, and now just watch some of this. The game is fantastic. So if you're using like a scope, you can scope people. You could zoom in on them. Yeah.
And this is
And-
real gameplay. That's the weirdest part.
This is
if you ask
me playing the game.
This isn't like the trailer video stuff that they always do.
No,
where the
this
video
is me.
so
Just
much
like
better.
in real time.
Right.
Oh, wow.
So you have powers that can freeze like the Matrix, and you do stop bullet time. Oh, the game is
So
so
I need
much
this in my
fun.
life. I need
Yeah.
this in my life.
Xbox.
And Xbox. One of the things that sets this
Xbox.
game apart is when you get shot, they don't drop like health or anything. The more you kill, the more health you get. Like you regain health by killing people. Like it makes you run into battle and you actually kill people. And the game goes with your skill. So it knows if you're a veteran player, it will make everybody harder. If you're a newbie, which my son calls noobs, it makes it so you kill everybody in like one shot. So if you just want story, you just do story. And look, yeah, there's scopes and yeah. So
That is
it's-
Wow, so I could get my
It's one of
feet
the-
wet without feeling like
Yes.
an idiot.
And once you feel like you're confident in the game, you can go online and play with the world. Like honestly,
Oh, that
you
would
go.
be so fun. That would be
So
so
all
fun.
all
That's
three
like,
of us, if we had Xbox, we can have headphones on and talk to each other and go through these missions, and it is
isn't
so
there-
much fun.
Isn't there a Game Pass I can get on a PC as well? Like I don't have
So-
to own an Xbox anymore, like I used
Right.
to.
Game Pass now offers on all PCs. So if you just have a controller, you can plug it in with your Game Pass. And they're eventually going to be on every Amazon device, pretty much.
wow.
That is
I
absolutely
have
like
a
amazing.
grandson
TVs.
who's a huge gamer.
Yeah, so I think it's rated M for mature.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
tried-
I'm for mature. Absolutely.
I tried
But that
to
looks
block
so
some.
fun.
Oh, it's so much fun. I try to block
That
some
looks so
content.
fun.
My oldest is almost 10, and I let him play some games that aren't rated for him, but he plays it anyways. But yeah,
So
you just have
I'm
you
writing
just-
myself notes so I don't forget this because
I was told by everybody, and I'm noticing it now too. Professor, you are out of sync, and I'm losing your audio. Like I just literally lost your audio. If you can hear me.
Oh,
and you're like just catching up video-wise. So I'm not sure if you have like a reset button or if you want to jump back into the thing. And what I can do is we always have this button, and I can go.
Please stand by. We are experiencing technical difficulties.
All right, I
Please
refreshed,
stand
guys.
by. We-
Excellent.
Refresh.
Do you know what the
Is that
sound
better?
is?
What?
Do y'all know what that sound is?
That is my heart hurting because you're at the end of the day. And what is that means? It's
My
time
grandpa always said that
ahead.
sound is empty.
That sound is empty. I'm going to start using that now. Hopefully you don't have it copyrighted or trademarked, so I don't have to, or patent pending, because I don't think I have the money to pay for it. So you're going to have to do a refill. Are you doing a refill, or are you going to go to coffee or to water? I have water here.
I've
as
got
well.
my coffee right here. Stokes
Excellent.
Cold Brew. I'm trying to get them to notice me on TikTok. Stokes
I noticed
Cold
that.
Brew.
Yeah, no, I noticed that. And what I was going to say is I will try to help promote that, because I saw that the other day, and I was like, that's where the Jägermeister tie-in came in, and I was like, Stokes Cold Brew? No way.
They only have one video on their page. One video. And it was
that's
pretty
horrible.
cute video.
I mean, yeah, it might be one cute video, but come on, let's be honest. They need more. They need more.
But, you know, you got to have more than 80,000 followers to be noticed by companies. So,
Yeah,
Eh.
that's true. But
if they would even just, like, notice my video, I'd be really happy. Really
I
happy.
totally understand. I totally get that. Now, Professor, can I hear you? Are you talking? I just want to
I'm sure I haven't
you're
said
back
anything yet.
No.
so-
You're back in sync. You're back in sync. So,
Okay.
how's your drink going? Because
I've drinking so much coffee today and eaten so little.
much. Oh, eating so little. Got it. No, I get that.
I have eaten nothing today. I have had celery
Wait,
with
what?
peanut butter at about 1 o'clock. That was
That ain't
it.
right. That ain't right.
No, huh?
Not right
How?
at all.
You-
Yeah. That's
How
not
are
good.
how are
You know,
you
you
even
just get busy.
functioning?
No, I get
just,
that.
You
I
just
get
get
that.
busy.
No, I get that.
You just get busy. And I'm fluffy. You know, it doesn't take a lot of calories when you're fluffy. It doesn't.
I like the way you put that. Let me get to this next section, and
Want to
Sure.
be a part
We'll get back
of
to the show.
show's history? We'll take home your official TP Show t-shirt, hoodie, or sweatshirt by visiting bonfire.com/store/TP Show. All proceeds will go to making this show better all around.
good luck making this show better. This is a dumpster fire.
I'm definitely
and
ordering
it's not
merch.
Mima's fault. Go ahead.
I'm ordering merch. I am
What?
ordering merch for all my kids.
Oh my gosh, that's
I am.
amazing, Mima. That really makes me feel good. I was gonna say,
I would much rather wear your merch than some of the others I have bought in the
oh,
past.
that's so
Awesome.
sweet. That's so sweet.
And guys, when you do buy, I see it on my phone and I let Tick know. So
Yes.
thank you for everybody who has bought in merch. I
Yes.
do see
Cool.
that and I do appreciate.
And we
So,
will be doing
cool.
merch shout-outs. So if you're on the
Oh,
fence about
awesome.
buying merch, we're going to start doing official shout-outs for the merch because we don't have a Patreon yet, which will come in the future. We're trying to slow boat it because, like, we know some creators that have everything on the first day, and we're just not those creators. So,
I've had people ask me about merch, and I'm just like, nah.
okay, so...
Maybe something that
yeah.
says block the mean people. I don't know.
I would buy Block the Mean People t-shirts
I
every
would
day of
too.
the week. Every day of the week. It should just be a hashtag that you own.
Yeah.
Kidding. And
Yeah,
it says
just
Block the
something
Mean
simple.
People. Well, you
Yes.
see, it's also an insider joke. What I've noticed is a lot of people will go to Walmart and they'll do the thing. I've got comments coming in from the outside. Give me 1 second.
You
Oh, I thought I
do
had comments
have.
coming- Yes, we have merch.
I know I get notified by YouTube. So do you want me to like log into YouTube and just answer people back? Because I will.
Yes, please do, because I am ignoring them because the comments disappeared on my phone. No.
Oh,
The
no.
comments disappeared on my phone.
Oh, no.
It's not me trying to be mean. It's the phone being mean to me. So yes, Professor, you're
Brett,
gonna have to
that's
do the
awesome.
comments.
Yes. Go-
You're gonna
go-
have to
go
definitely do
buy-
the comments
go
because
buy
I'm a horrible
merch,
person.
and that's awesome.
It's like,
For everybody
honestly, I
that-
think my kids are watching. I sent all my kids
Hi,
the link
kids.
and told them, watch this. I'm going to be live.
Well, it's
I
a
was so
perfect time to
excited.
do a shout out. Like, I don't know your kid's name, so I can't do it. So why don't you do a shout out real quick to all the kids?
Oh my gosh. It's Bub, Lacey, Crystal, Jessica, Carmen, and Lizzie. How many did I say? Did I forget
You did
anybody?
6. You got 6. Did you remember all of them?
That's 6 then.
Okay.
Yeah, I have 6 kids.
That's amazing, Mima.
And maybe
That
my
is
grandkids
amazing.
are watching too, but there's 15 and that would take too long.
Now,
Oh
I'm
my
gonna
gosh. Yeah.
That would take too long. Now I'm
And
gonna give
2
away.
great grandkids.
Well, that's amazing.
You're
as
gonna
well.
I'm a
away.
great grandma. I am. I'm a great grandma.
Nice.
Now, here's what's interesting, Mima. I think what was interesting was I loved your content, and then when I found out your name and I found out your approximate age, my head again went.
No,
Are you ready?
why?
Are you ready for the reason?
Yes.
My sister has your name. And wait for it, my sister is your age. And wait for it,
Really?
my sister is the one that taught me how to do algebra when I was like 5. My sister was the one that taught me how to cook eggs when I was 4 and get to the bus when I needed to get to the bus. My sister was the one that and I think I can show. Yeah, we're on YouTube and we're on TikTok. My sister, I think, is the one that helped me get my first like ninja star and my first. These are throwing things, but these are ninja stars. So my sister has the
awesome.
same name as you, and she would. So I have 2 sisters, and I love both of them. Before I tell this story, I love both of my sisters, but there's always a but. There's a catch, and so that negates everything before. But I do love both my sisters. All of my friends literally say, "Are we hanging out with your nice sister, or are we hanging out with your mean sister?" And it is not me saying that. Every one of my friends has a mean sister story. So my other sister,
I have a mean sister.
yeah, and so they all have a story, and I feel bad for my sister. She's not that mean, but she comes across that way at times. But my nice sister, which has the same name as you, she's the one that's the huge Battlestar Galactica fan, and she's the one that bought me the Battlestar Galactica replica. So there's something
cool.
called. It's in the other room. It's too hard to get, or else I would have brought it. But it's it's a stein, and they use it in the show. They basically, when you're the top gun, you're the top fighter pilot, they would drink out of that. That would be their drinking thing. So she bid on it when they sold all of the props off. She has the original, an actual show-used stein, and she bought me a replica version of the same thing. So.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Wow.
Now, speaking of
Well, my
weapons, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, your sister. We're staying on sisters.
My sister worked in New York as a nanny for a couple years, and she worked for a guy that was in the Pepsi Corporation.
Oh,
so
yeah.
she got a lot of front row seats to Michael Jackson concerts and stuff.
Oh my gosh, that's
and
so
she knew
awesome.
I was a huge Michael Jackson fan. I am still a huge Michael Jackson fan.
I am
and
too.
she sent me a glove from one of his concerts, and you know what the glove means. I mean, oh my gosh. So it's
Yes.
like
Yep. So,
so I
Professor,
understand
you need
totally. I understand.
so in post, you need to explode our heads whenever we do that. In post. It's just
Yes.
a joke, by the way.
Like,
I'll try to figure out how to do animation. Yes.
So
Right?
two
We
things
need
we're gonna
that. We need
two things we're gonna talk about real quick before we get to the important stuff is Nerf axes and the 40 push-up challenge. So
Okay. I got a message
question?
on YouTube.
Go ahead.
Tell Mima her friend Kathy is here watching.
yay! Yay! Yay!
I love it when people smile like that. That's one of my favorites.
I just love my friends. I don't even know how to explain it. Like the people that are truly my friends on TikTok
Yeah.
mean so much to me. I have made friends that
get
I've
it.
never dreamed of making. Never dreamed that I would find friends on TikTok
yeah.
that mean so much to me.
I agree.
Yes,
1000%.
exactly.
I understand.
Exactly.
Yes.
I agree 1000%. So
Exactly.
now to derail the fun stuff. Nerf axes. Where do I get these Nerf axes? So Professor throws axes. That's his thing. Professor throws axes. As you
Yes.
talked about earlier, that's how you found
Yes.
Professor. He was throwing axes.
Yes.
I was watching a TikTok the other day and a little kid had a Nerf axe. No lie. He had a Nerf axe that he
Right.
threw and it stuck just like an axe. And
No
my head
way!
just
Yep.
went boom. So where do we
Yeah,
get
you,
these things?
you could get them Amazon,
Amazon.
and they
Okay.
have suction cups on the end of like the actual blade, so you can throw it up against a door and it will stick. Yeah, it's really
Man.
fun.
Now this is something
Like
I
my
think
little
you might wanna
grandkids
get.
would love that.
And that's what I was going to say. It's a great grandkids gift.
Yes.
Now the other one before we get to some sad news. Go ahead.
Okay. Mima, you actually are bringing in like lots of your friends here, which I love. Your friend
totally
Pamela
appreciate it.
is here too.
That's awesome.
So
That's awesome.
yeah.
So the other one was, who is the person that did the 40-day challenge or the 40 push-up challenge and the Nerf axes? You know his TikTok name. I'm horrible with
Mikey, but I don't remember what all of it is. I just know his first name, Mikey.
And in the going forward from today forward, so you probably don't follow. You may follow this person, Mima, but he wants his daughter's name Sasha, right? That's his daughter's name.
Shasta.
Shasta, of course. I'm horrible
Just
with
like
names,
the
by the way.
cola.
Of course. He wants Mr. Beast to give Shasta a shout out, and he's on day 300 of asking Mr. Beast to give Shasta's have Mr. Beast give Shasta a shout out. And I found him
That's
because
awesome.
he was throwing axes, and the TikTok that I saw was hilarious. He goes, you're gonna follow me if I make this shot, and he throws the axe and it bounces. It didn't stick.
Oh.
So I
Yeah.
liked it,
no.
and I followed him, and now I'm stalking him, I think. I don't know. But he also does something called the 40 push-up challenge. He's doing every single day. He's doing push-ups until he can do 40. Now, my thing is I want to do 42 because I'm a huge fan of Douglas Adams. And I was going to say, are you interested, Professor? Because I'm going to do it either way. But if you're not interested, then I'm not
I can probably do I can probably do one or two, and then that's where we're going with this. Like I might get
understand.
3, but
Right.
then I might have to put the camera at an angle where you don't see my knees hit the ground.
Right.
So
I would die. I would die.
Yeah, I mean,
Legit
Well,
die.
As you guys know, today was a very challenging day for me, to say the least. I had a
Rocks.
stone. Yes, I had stones dropped off at the house, and the guy got stuck. And
Oh no.
so what was hilarious
do you have
about
any
this
pictures
was-
of that?
Yeah, let me see if I do.
that you can show.
Yeah, let me see if I threw that in the show, because I did.
And
work on
while
throwing it
you're
in the
finding
show.
that, it
Yes.
looks like there's a Tammy Ray that's watching too. Mima, if you know a Tammy.
Tammy Ray. You know, I have the hardest time with real names.
It's okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know what I can do? I can easily use my phone and I can show it on the screen. I can go totally old
You
school
can.
on this. So
What would be really scary is if that Tammy was my sister. I'd be
that
like,
would be really scary and hilarious. So, where I live in the United States of America, we got
In
a
the
lot of
basement.
rain in a basement. We got
In
a
the
lot of
basement.
rain.
Yeah, you gotta do basement.
In a basement. In a basement. And you need lotion when you're in the basement. You need lotion. So what happened was, we couldn't get in and out of our driveway for days because of the rain. It was just too soft
no.
and too mushy.
Oh,
so we
no.
decided to get a load of stones delivered to help shore everything up. So the guy who is delivering the stones today, really nice guy. Those guys are the best. I wish I had actually written their names down because I would give them a shout out as well. So they show up to the house, and the guy and I talk, and I say, what would work really well is if you could put them right here, because then it'll be less work for me. It'll work out really well, and I'll be super happy about it. Well, in the process, I don't know if you can see it. He literally
Yeah, I can see it.
Yes.
He sank the truck all the way up. Now, if that's not funny enough or horrible enough, the guy that came to pull him out brought a truck that wasn't quite powerful enough to pull him out, unfortunately. And what
Ooh.
ended up happening was his winch made his battery go dead. So he's
So
trying to winch the guy out.
his wife made the battery go dead.
No,
his
that's
wife?
winch.
His
That's
winch.
Oh,
Not
oh,
winch.
oh.
Other
winch.
kind of winch. Other
Yes.
kind of winch.
Other kind. So the winch.
I love you
So,
guys. I
the
seriously
winch-
love you guys.
So the winch made the battery go dead. So then I had to pull my car up and jump the battery on the truck so that the winch would work. And it didn't end up.
Oh, no.
He didn't end up pulling it out. We had to end up getting a tow truck. Now wait for it. This is where it gets even this story just has layers. So then he calls the guy he calls the tow truck operator and he goes, "Do not," I repeat, "do not bring the big tow truck because I'm in my alleyway is small. Sure enough, the big tow truck shows up. And as soon as the guy shows up, he goes, I told you guys not to bring the big truck. So then the small truck comes, pulls him out. And because of that, I'm like, dude, I got to throw more money at me. Just bring a second load of stone. Just bring a second load. So he brought a second load and dumped it off later today. So earlier today, I was out there like shoveling and raking stones. And but I thought you would find that funny. So
it is. It's hilarious. My husband's a pipeliner, right? So
Yes.
he's been a pipeliner our whole before we were even married.
So
He's
for
an
anybody in the
expert
audience, hold on one second. Explain what a pipeliner is, just in case someone doesn't know. Because
he's the one. He builds the pipelines,
Mine went
the
in the
ditches,
gutter.
and the right-of-ways that go and put in the pipelines that make your gas and your oil and everything get to your house.
that makes
So
perfect sense.
I'm married
Gotcha.
to one. I am
Right,
married.
right.
That's all he has done his whole life. And we had an employee get stuck out here on the ranch the other day, and my husband goes and decides he's going to unstick him. We got stuck.
Oh,
It's Ice
So
Road
my
Truckers,
son-in-law
everybody.
had to come and unstick us.
That's so funny. That's funny on every
man.
It was
level.
the best
So you have
thing
experience
ever.
with
I
what
made a
happened with
TikTok
me.
about it. I'm like,
Oh, that's
no,
too
we're
funny.
stuck unsticking
I
somebody.
do. I remember that TikTok, actually. Yes.
I
go
have
ahead.
breaking
Yeah, it was
news.
hilarious.
Breaking news.
What?
Sourdough Brett just bought some merch from us.
What?
So
Awesome.
You
that's
go,
awesome.
sourdough. Thank you so much.
That is
Yeah.
awesome. That is awesome.
Now,
That's amazing.
You heard it here first. Yes.
now after the merch video, this is the sad news of the week. I am not sure if you knew this or not, Mima. Do you want to announce or do you want me to, Professor? It's up to you. I can go either way.
Well, wait. We should go about it with what kind of music do you guys listen to?
Oh, that's a good question.
I listen to everything.
I do too, but
I love
I'm more
music.
of the heavy side. I like heavy rock, heavy metal, heavy. So that's more my side.
I'm
get
a
it.
dork
The
who
older I-
loves Nickelback.
I won't.
Oh.
I officially can't talk to that person anymore. I'm sorry.
Right. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, it's all good. It's all good. That's me.
No, okay. So my thing with Nickelback is I don't listen to them, but
I was waiting for that.
but, and there's a big but. Their
waiting.
concerts sell out. They're like the top selling artist.
Like
so
that.
whatever they are doing
They're doing it
has
right.
to appeal to like the masses. So whatever they're doing
I
in
agree.
their niche genre,
I agree.
everybody loves it.
No,
So
I
if you
agree.
fall within that niche genre, you love it.
Yes.
I don't know what it
And
is. I love country music. My country music is my favorite, but Nickelback just hits me in the soul for some reason.
So
And I want to be a rock star.
Nickelback,
Well, that I understand.
Nickelback, the genre I call it butt rock, and the reason why I call it butt rock is because they're played on the stations that say 40 minutes, everything, nothing but rock, and that's
So-
why I call it butt rock
Okay.
because they only play nothing but rock.
Okay, one more time.
So
So what do you really feel about Steven Tyler?
Oh God.
So
Steven
I
Tyler.
I love Steven Tyler.
love Aerosmith.
Yes.
Aerosmith is
I am
awesome.
in love with
I don't
Steven
know
Tyler.
about
Like,
Big fan.
old Steven Tyler. Like right now, I like if he went out and made like an album right now, I don't know. I've
Or
seen
rap.
I've seen Aerosmith live like twice, and one time it was a recording, and he was like. He was singing and then he cleared his throat and he was still singing and then he was like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, microphone stuff
Yeah.
going on.
That's horrible.
but do we really care?
Ste-
Do we really care?
no, I
honestly?
didn't.
No.
I didn't
Really?
care at
No.
all. No.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny.
No,
my
exactly.
partner threw something
Yeah.
in from the outside. Song or bands that I dislike greatly. The number one on the list is a band called The Cure. I just cannot handle I think it's Robert Smith's voice. I just can't handle his voice at all. Period. Done. So there's a
I
song.
I don't
can't
think I
handle
know
the way
who
he
that
looks.
is.
The Cure.
So-
You've heard them for sure.
You,
but
Probably.
yeah, for sure.
Where I was going to go with this, though, is they have a song called Destination Street, and it has like a 30-minute intro. Like, it just goes and goes, and I love their music, which is really weird. So I'm like grooving, I'm into it, and all of a sudden, his voice kicks in, and I'm like, oh no, it's them, and I have to run screaming. So getting back
you know
to
what
it-
I like?
Yes.
I like The Cure when other bands remake their songs
Of course.
because they're
I love
written.
the
They're
Cure's
written
other
so
people.
well.
They write great songs.
But yeah,
Yes.
yes,
Yes.
You,
They write great songs.
but yeah,
Yes.
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 you know, I could say something right now that would really piss off a lot of viewers, so I won't.
Excellent.
Do it.
Oh,
Do
okay.
it. Yes,
Okay.
we're
No,
all
no.
we're all about
She-
that.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift. Taylor
Yes.
Swift.
Yes, yes.
She sings like
us this.
shit live.
Oh,
I mean, she's
I
a
understand.
wonderful. She's a wonderful
Beautiful
songwriter.
person.
She's
Yes.
a beautiful person. She should model, but live she sings like shit. She really does. But she's a beautiful songwriter.
Hey, they've
beautiful
got.
songwriter.
I did a lot of production work, audio production work in my lifetime, and the tools that are available to a 7-year-old at this point, like you can make anybody sound amazing. Anybody.
Exactly. That's why I think I tend to stick with the 70s music because I know that's how they really sing. Like Stevie Nicks, you know, Carole King, all of them. I know that's how they sing. I know.
And I was
going
to say, in 1968, Black Sabbath made an album called Black Sabbath that literally had 4 tracks. They had 4 tracks.
Yes.
They did it in a weekend, and it is still being played on the radio today. That's all you need to say.
Because it's there. It's them.
It's
real.
enough. It's awesome. So
It's
the
real.
reason that we're talking about music so much, and that is because someone's passed away, unfortunately.
DMX has passed away.
X gonna give it to you. Gonna give it to you.
I mean, he was writing Dirty, and he died writing Dirty.
The 5th and
Oh
final
my
shot,
gosh!
everybody.
I wish I still had some left.
Yep,
I
fifth
would.
and final
You know
shot.
what? I thought you were gonna pour a little bit out, and I was like, no, Tick, don't pour any out.
Nah, DMX wouldn't.
You know, it's worth
There you
that.
go.
It
There
is
you go.
worth.
So what I was going to say about DMX, I've always, it's funny, DMX is a lot like ODB for me. I've always appreciated him from afar, meaning that like my life has 0 similarities to DMX, but the crap that he would pull was amazing. That dude was next level. When it came, like he would show up someplace. I these are stories I'm making up, but I remember seeing them on MTV. He would show up someplace and be like, I don't want to be here. And they'd be like, yeah, but you signed a contract. He'd be like, yeah, and later. And he would just leave. People would be like, where's DMX? He didn't like it. He left. That
Do you know my
chutzpah.
My favorite concert I've been to a lot. There's a big story behind why I've been to so many concerts in Vegas. Bruno Mars. Do you know that man performed during the intermission while his band and everybody left the stage to change clothes and take a break? He performed to clapping, freaking clapping, and he's still on the stage dancing and singing to clapping. It was the most amazing concert I have ever in my life.
Bruno Mars is in heavy rotation here at our house. I'll just tell you. DMX is not actually, but like I said, I'm a huge, like there's anthems. Like DMX doesn't make like, I'm sure he has tons of like songs that are not like huge songs, but like when you hear some of his anthems come on, you're immediately like, oh,
shut him down,
X gonna give it to you, gonna give it to you, X gonna give it to you.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just.
That's really sad. It is very sad.
And here's the sad part, Mima. He was only 50. It's not like he was like 75 or 80. And this is the same kind of thing happened with ODB. ODB died very young.
That's sad. That's really sad.
Yeah, it is.
Their lifestyle is hard.
DMX is in. He's in 2 of my 2 favorite movies of mine. At least in the top 20. He
was
Cradle to the Grave,
actor, actually.
and with Jet Li, and it is fantastic. And then one that is going to surprise everybody is Exit Wounds. He was with Steven Seagal.
Oh wow! Okay.
I didn't know that.
Both of those movies are fantastic.
Yeah. It's just really sad. Their lifestyle is so hard. So hard.
Well, I'm not saying anything out of turn because I'm sure a lot of people will say this. ODB is known to have had issues with substances, and DMX unfortunately had a similar thing. And DMX died of a heart attack, which if you've had substance issues in the past, one of the things that takes a severe hit is your heart, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It's just really sad. It's super sad to me.
Yes. Well, the thing
Super
for
sad.
me is, it's funny because I'm at the age now where if I was to go, knock on wood, I'm very superstitious, but if I was to go, I'm like, I got half a century, you know what I mean? Whereas when somebody's in their like 15 to 20 range, I'm like, that's when I'm like tears rolling. I'm like, that ain't right. That ain't right. I'm shaking my fists.
Yeah.
So now, Professor, did you
That's
have anything
super
else
sad.
on DMX before Rosie comes running into the Save Our program?
No. I think he died in a car crash, like pronounced dead on the spot of the car
DMX?
crash, right? Isn't that?
No, he died of a
isn't that
heart
how he
attack.
died?
I thought he died of a heart attack.
You sure?
Yeah, I thought what happened was he had a heart attack, went to the hospital, and died 2 weeks later. We're going to have to find out. It's our own show.
What?
We don't even know the answers.
Wait,
yeah,
gosh.
you look this up.
And you were the one that up. Okay, wait.
I could have sworn. I could have
Look
sworn.
it up quick.
I could have
Look
sworn
it
that
up quick.
DMX had a heart attack 2 weeks ago, went to the
But
hospital,
you know what? You
and
might
then died
be
of
right.
complications later.
I honestly might have been hearing all the jokes about riding dirty and thinking
and then
that's what
equated it.
happened.
Well, I'll just be honest. If he died of a car accident, I'm not as upset as I was. To be quite honest, if he died of a heart attack,
that wouldn't be as sad.
No,
Because
I
that's
mean, it's
just
sad.
something that happens in life.
and that's what I was going to say. Unless, of course, okay, Mima, you're in a part of the country. My question is, do your kids know how to cross a street? Totally random question, but do your kids know how to cross a street?
Yes, because it's something I instilled in them from growing up. I grew up in Phoenix.
Okay.
And San Diego and La Jolla, and you have to know the basic skills of crossing a freaking street.
No.
Even though my kids have basically grown out of town.
Yeah.
We still
Heart
visited
attack.
the big cities, and they have to know.
So it was a
You
heart
have to
attack
know.
for DMX. No. The reason that I asked was I lived in California, and in California, literally, kids with headphones on would just be like walking directly into the street, just like not paying attention at all.
No.
Nothing.
That's when you slap your kid. That's when you slap your kid and say, "Don't be a dumbass."
I like that answer. And
Yep.
Child
All
Protective
my kids
Services
know.
don't come to my house. Go ahead.
No matter what, if they're going to cross the street, I have a park right in front of my house. If they're crossing the street, they actually stop and look both ways and then cross the street.
Now, I think you'll both find this funny because you've lived in California and you've also watched television before. Whenever I got to an alleyway in California, I always looked both ways because I remember every single car chase is always through an alley and it's always in California.
Yes.
So I was always like, oh my God, I'm in an alley.
I mean,
someone's going to kill me.
You know what? It's either a car chase or someone, like cops are running after someone. For some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Time for the next segment of the show.
What's the next
Which
segment?
I don't even have it up because I'm monitoring 2 platforms right now.
I am ready.
You are ready?
Ready.
I like to hear
I
it.
am ready.
Out of
Yes.
the 1,002,500 TikTok videos that we've all watched this week, here's a few that we thought you might like.
So we're going to watch
That's
these.
opening a can of worms.
Yes, it is.
You know, we counted each TikTok that we watched.
We did.
So we've seen a lot.
What's funny about this first TikTok was I went to screen grab it because we've kind of changed the way we did it. We used to watch it on a screen, and it never really went that well because a computer for TikTok, horrible experience. It needs to be shown on the app. So this week we screen grabbed them, and I went to get this first video, and shockingly, video unavailable. The most annoying thing with TikTok ever. Video unavailable.
I hate that.
Now, luckily,
I hate that. I saved one to my favorites to use, and it does unavailable.
Yes,
I hate it.
I do that too.
Luckily, it came unavailable, meaning it became available again. So
I wonder if she knew that it did that because normally she doesn't get banned for stuff, and she doesn't.
I don't think it was her.
Take things down.
I think it was the audio.
So either.
I think it was the audio, to be quite honest, because you know how the audios go, where you make a TikTok with an audio. So here's a quick question for both of you. I go back every once in a while just to look at old videos. Wait, who's talking? Who's talking?
Not me.
Did I start a video by accident in the background? I might have. Have you ever gone back through your old videos and the audio's gone?
Yes,
Like
I
if you
deleted
do
the video right
something
away.
and the audio's gone.
Yeah.
So aggravating.
The most
Some of my
aggravating thing
favorite
ever.
ones, and the audio's gone.
Yes. Now the good thing is that we've saved those, meaning I always have a copy of every TikTok that I've made. Now whether I can find it or not, that's
Yes.
that's
I
the
don't.
$1,000,000 question.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't care that much. Even if it took me like 3 hours to make like a glitch video or something, I just don't care. After I post it, it's gone into the world.
The ones that hurt my heart are the ones that are with my granddaughter, because she's the one that got me started on TikTok.
Right.
And
right.
we did videos together until they did the whole age thing and they kicked her out.
She got
And
Thanos.
some of those, the
Oh.
sounds are gone. And it kind of
That's
hurts
horrible.
my heart because
No,
she
I
got
get
me
it.
started.
Yeah.
And
I totally
It's
and
sad.
completely get that. 1,000% understand that, Mima. So this first one, as I stated, the audio was gone for a little while, but it's back. And oh, by the way, we're never
Sweet.
going to make any money off of YouTube because they always
No, I don't-
demonetize us. Every
Yeah.
week, we're demonetized.
So
And
I'll
you
never
might
make
get
money at
copyright strikes.
anything I do.
So,
this is our dear friend Rex.
yes.
So
And,
she is a fantastic cosplayer.
She is. And here
I
we
don't
go.
think I follow her.
You
I don't
should.
think
Oh,
I
you
do.
need to. She's
but why?
I
amazing.
follow a
You'll
lot
find
of cosplayers. I love cosplay. I follow a lot, but I don't think I follow her.
We need some sound. Yeah.
I love that. Oh, I need to follow her.
So
amazing.
cool thing about Rex is, and this is up your alley, she owns a haunted attraction. She actually owns one. So during Halloween, she sets it up, and with actors, she's gonna buy a abandoned movie theater too, where she lives, and yeah, it's called Terrified Forest, and she just does this, and it's fantastic, and she is the sweetest person. Like
And she
seeing
was on our
content
show
like
last
that.
year. Yeah, and she was
Yeah,
on our
she
show
was on
last
our
year.
show.
I need to follow her. Will one of you guys
I'll
tag
send
me
you links.
in
We
her
will.
videos?
Yes.
Because I
I'll
love
do that right
cosplay.
now.
I wish I could cosplay. I wish I had that ability, but I don't. I am not.
Well,
I'm not good at transitions.
She's
I'm
not a
good at any of
cosplayer
that.
per se. She would consider herself a makeup artist. But I understand completely.
So
I
amazing.
understand completely.
So
and
amazing.
that
Like if I was 20 years younger, I would probably be like a makeup artist or something because it's so
I get
amazing to me. I don't even wear makeup. You know, I've had people question me on that because of my eyeliner, but it's
Right.
tattoo.
Oh, that's funny.
Because I suck at makeup.
It's funny that you say that because one of the main reasons I wear sunglasses is because it's a quick and easy way to become somebody different. So I can buy 10 pairs of sunglasses, I'm 10 different people. I buy 10 hats and I've got 100 options now. That's my advanced math skill, by the way, 10 by 10.
Exactly. I suck at makeup.
And I was going to say, I have an eye thing. So when it comes to makeup, I'm done. Like, I can't do eye makeup at all because I have an eye thing. Like, I've had people playing with contacts before, and my eyes just start tearing. And that was because I had surgery when I was little. And if you get eye surgery, if you've ever had it, anybody in the studio audience, they have to drop what I call battery acid into your eyes to keep your eyes from getting an infection. So because they dropped battery acid in my eyes for weeks, I just totally have an eye thing. I know, and I wore an eye patch for a long time too, which was always cool.
Yes.
Like, eye patches are cool. So
my fourth kid had eye surgery, and it was ridiculous. And she still, I mean, for most of her life, she had a fear of doctors because of it. Anybody dressed in white, she would freak out.
no, I totally and completely understand.
Yeah, I get it.
So the next TikTok we're going to watch, this is, okay, we have 5 today, but this is by far my favorite. I think you'll see it. Here it comes.
I'm just having fun watching these.
So
I love that. I love that.
There's 2 reasons I
Who
like
was
that. Go ahead,
who was that
Professor.
account?
Who
Who was that account?
Mr. Professor 318. So there's 2 reasons I love this. First of all, the juxtaposition between country music and Korn just made my head go boom. I love Korn. It's one of my favorite bands of all time. And then secondly, his name. When I saw his name, I'm like, it has to be on the show. Mr. Professor 318.
A
so
bald
what it
guy
is,
with
it's
a beard.
mashup.
Imagine that. Yeah.
He's just amazing. Like, plain and simple. He's one of my, he's my new favorite TikToker, I guess is the best way to say it.
I'm going to have to remember that one too. I'm writing myself notes so I don't forget.
Yeah, I believe me.
I already
understand.
tagged you in Rex's video. So
and what I'll do is
you'll
I'll
see her
send
when
you,
you log in.
I'll send you
Awesome,
Mr.
thank
Professor as well. But like, honestly,
Awesome, thank you.
he has a whole series. I just recently started following him. I found him one day and I just recently started following. But you know how you go pick up your kids in a car line at the school? What he will do, he'll crank up heavy metal and just start moshing in his car, waiting in the line. And I'm like, genius. That guy.
I love that. I used to do that. I
Genius.
used to do that. I would go pick my kids up in the high school, and this is in the 80s, you know, and I
Right.
would go pick them up, and I would just like crank my windows down and blast that music.
I love it. That's
'Cause,
awesome.
you know, I'm the cool mom. I'm not the stupid
Right.
old mom.
No,
Yes.
Well, you're technology forward, first of all. Like,
I
so
love technology. I really do. I love it.
so the next one has a story, but I'm going to play this one for you, and then we'll talk about the story. Right.
Did it loop? Because I could watch this for like hours.
I love this already.
Pretty amazing, huh?
I'm waiting for like Pinhead or something to come out and be like, "Welcome to hell."
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Right?
Totally agree with you. So what's funny about this one is, let me get to this next thing. So the story goes like this. I saw it the first time, and what you both just said, I think I had it on a loop for a solid 5 minutes. I was just like,
I get it. Yeah.
and the very first thing that popped into my head, and again, this goes back to Gary Vaynerchuk. Gary Vaynerchuk says, provide useful comments. Like, just don't be like, good job, Ace. Like, make a comment that like fits with whatever you're watching, and be honest and be yourself. So what I did was I made this comment. I don't know if you guys can see it on the screen, but what I wrote
I can't
was,
see it. I don't.
Okay, I'll read
You
it.
know,
I'll read
I need
it.
my old lady glasses on.
Oh no, I need my old man
It's okay.
glasses. I get that. So I'll read it to you. I said, I want this. Okay, wait. I want the. It's my comment. I can't even read it. I want the VR version post haste. Is what I actually wrote. I wrote. I want the
Fucking
VR
hit my
version
head.
post haste. Oh, that's so funny.
Ow!
I feel bad now. Mima hurt herself for us.
I dropped my glasses and fucking hit my head trying to get them.
I'm so sorry. So, no more glasses for Mima.
Oh, now I'm crying from laughing.
So what I wrote was, I want the VR version post haste, and the comment back was, I'll start working on it. Because when I saw it, I'm like, because I was actually one of the Kickstarters for Oculus. The company Oculus did a Kickstarter, and I supported them. Long story, I'm not going to tell here. I ended up getting the original Oculus Rift, the non-development kit. They sent it to me. And so I'm a huge fan of VR. Huge fan. And the very first time I saw this, I was like, I just want to be able to go like this and look around at everything this guy did, right? So he wrote back, like, I'll work on it. And that was back in December. So then, give me 1 second. Boom. Hey, Tick, it's done. And here's the YouTube link. I'm sending it to you before anybody else sees it. So you should go check it out. And I was like,
Wow.
and wait for it.
Yeah.
Are you guys ready?
Yes,
I am.
we're ready.
That's me moving my phone, by the way. It's VR. So when you have it on your phone,
it's one of those
you can,
360.
You can go like this. Or you can put a headset
I
on.
want a VR.
Oculus Quest 2. Definitely worth every penny. So I had to break out these. and I had to throw my phone in it so I could watch it in faux VR, what they call cardboard, Google Cardboard. And what I did was I made this video with my phone, but you kind of get an idea of how you can look around and everything. And I'm going to let it run because I'm like you guys. So he turned that other video into VR. And this is intense. Totally and completely intense. And why do I not know his name? Why don't I know his name? His name is Refractoid, Refractoid. He has Patreon, and the dude is off the chain amazing. So this is me moving my phone up and down, left and right.
Wow.
So literally, you can have a different experience every time.
Yes, every single time. And if you were in VR, it would wrap around. Like you would literally be in the entire environment. And like we said,
I have said forever I want those.
They're not that expensive, Mima. The entry-level product's only $299. I would recommend the $399 version because I run out of space on every device I own, and that's the difference, is space. The major malfunction.
And you can play some. You can play some scary video games.
Very scary. We were
That'd
talking about
so fun.
Yep.
So
now,
fun.
The one thing that I will tell you
look
is
at the color. Look at the color.
yeah.
Yes. I mean, that's amazing.
Anybody with epilepsy, don't watch the screen right now, please. Please look away.
Warning.
Yeah, probably not.
Warning. So what I was going to tell you, though, is the major malfunction with the Oculus Quest is that you have to have a Facebook account. As long as you have a Facebook account, everything is good. You're all fine.
I have a Facebook account. I just don't get on there anymore because, I don't
Facebook.
like it. It's too much fighting. Yeah.
Exactly.
Too many mean people.
Yes.
I don't do mean people. You guys know that. I don't do mean people.
You're smart. Yeah. You're absolutely smart. You're absolutely smart. So the next video...
I have now done the app.
What's that?
I have done the app.
Oh, you can say it.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that there was a new app. There's a new app on the street. What's it called, Mima?
Clapper.
Have you heard about this, Professor?
Isn't? No, that sounds like a disease you get when you go to places that you don't want to go to.
Oh, man. Well, to me, what it sounds
The only reason I'm there is just in case I lose my TikTok account. I'm on Instagram and Clapper just in case.
So my partner just literally threw in a comment, which is the God's honest truth. TikTok's mean these days. I don't know if you guys have been on different communities, but they've gotten nasty. Like when we first got into TikTok.
It's turned into Facebook.
Yeah, when we first got into TikTok, because I've been on it for years, you've been on it for years, and you've been on it for years, Mr.
Yes.
It used to be a community of people that like to talk to each other and wanted to give like positive feedback. Nowadays, it's like, you suck, you suck, you suck.
Yes, that is exactly what has happened to it. It's turned into Facebook. And it used to be so much fun. I used to just have a blast every day.
I have a warning from comments saying that it's just like TikTok, but it's creepy. So I'm guessing there's...
Got it.
They do allow advertising for OnlyFans pages and stuff like that. They do allow all of that. They don't censor you.
That makes sense.
Which I kind of,
it's
in
the
a
dark
way,
side
appreciate.
of TikTok. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I appreciate that they don't censor you.
So
I don't know. I have mixed feelings about it.
I totally get it. So you guys may or may not have seen this movie. I actually did the quote by accident. You suck, you suck, you suck, you're cool, I hate you, I'm out of here. Sorry, that's from a movie that I love with Dave Chappelle. And I'm not going to say what it is, just because that's the way I am. So next TikTok, got it. Rosie's going to yell at us, man. But you don't understand, Mima. Rosie yells at us a lot. I'm just letting you know.
She does.
It's all right. I get yelled at a lot.
You're here, so she's stayed back a bit. Let me see if I can crank the audio. So this guy, the TikTok right now he is literally pouring mineral oil into his computer. Into his computer.
No. I'm like cringing at this.
You would think, but because it's mineral oil, the computer runs just fine. It's perfectly.
Really?
Yeah, mineral oil will not do anything to electronic devices. The only downside is you have oil all over it.
Yep. That's the only downside.
But if you want to make
new tricks, right?
Right. Yep. If you want to make a fish tank computer, you can put your whole insides of your computer inside mineral oil in a fish tank, and it'll be just fine.
Now, what was the TikToker? Do you know the TikTok name for that one by any chance?
I have no idea, dude.
Okay, let me get it. Let me see if I can get it. Give me one second.
But I can go to it right now and tell you.
No. I'll throw it up on screen. Maybe we can read it. So I can't read that. It's too tiny. I'm like Mima. My eyes are the worst. Mr. Yeaster. It's MRYEESTER. So pro tip for anybody.
Yeaster.
For anybody in the studio audience, if you own a phone, phones have zooms, and you can take a picture. So what I invariably do, especially on serial numbers or any of that little tiny print, I will grab my camera, I will take a picture, and then I can zoom in using the pinch zoom. Just pro tip for all the people out there that are old like me and have old eyes. I guess that's the best way to say it. Old eyes.
I was just so proud of myself when I learned to screen record, you know?
Yes, I get that completely. My last phone couldn't do it. This one can, thank heavens. So,
I am such a tech junkie that I'm always getting the latest update on the phone. I am terrible.
You're very smart.
I'm addicted. I'm addicted.
No, that's smart. That's smart. So here's the next TikTok. Let me see if I can get it up on the screen instead of doing the exact opposite of what I did.
This next one is on ESPN's TikTok.
ESPN's TikTok. So a kid is
it a kiss cam?
No, much better. So the kid caught the ball so it got knocked out of the park, and the kid caught the ball. Now, if you didn't notice what the kid did, they had to show it to you twice. He caught the ball.
Handed it back.
So the kid he didn't hand the actual ball off, Mima. He had another ball in his other hand. And he turned to all the hotties behind him.
Yep. He turned to the hot chick and was like, you can have the baseball.
So he had this baseball ready. And there were hot chicks behind him, hot women. And he went, oh, here, hot women, have this ball that I didn't actually just catch. And he kept the other ball.
That's awesome.
His dad or whoever was with him was so proud, too.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you can see the look on the face. Like,
that's a smart kid.
The guy in the red shirt's just really like, oh my gosh, look at that kid. Yeah. I'd be so proud. Right. I'd be like, I'm raising you correctly. Like, this is awesome.
That's something I would do. Yeah. Here. Think I'm a person, because I'm really not, but hey, here you go.
Yeah, here you go. So we've done our 5 TikToks. We've watched thousands between us. And now it is time for the most important part of the show, everybody. So let me do the intro. Otherwise, what's her name? Rosie's going to be pissed.
We've watched millions of TikToks this week, and we found for you the TikToker of the week.
Here we go. Is everybody ready?
I need my glasses.
Good morning, Starshine. The Earth says hello. I'm on the downward trend again on my video views, and I'm losing followers again.
Oh my gosh!
I just love your face.
That rotation thing, I tell you, has nothing to do with algorithm. You're just on a roll for contation. Anyway, you know what's the worst part about it though? Is it gets boring. It's boring because you don't have a lot of comments to answer or talk to, or people making comments on things you said, or I don't know. I'm just thankful for the friends I have, the good solid ones that hang in there, whether I'm on the rotation or not. This isn't what I wanted to talk about, though. Maybe I'll make another video. And I guess I'm gonna have to throw a fit about something, or cry, or I don't know. Maybe I'll break some stuff. It'll get me back in the rotation. Not really. Remember, I love your guts, and have a great day, and block the mean people. So I don't know how this happened. And no, I'm still not dressed. I'm on stoner TikTok. I don't know how I got here. I grew up in the 60s and 70s, and I never smoked a joint. But I'm on stoner TikTok. And I love it. I blame you, Farf. I blame you.
wind is blowing, but I wanted to show you guys. We got the coop done in the pin that didn't have one. Here it is, look. Isn't that adorable? Here's the little door, so we can lock them up if we have to. And then we get this door. I'm trying to hurry so you guys can see. So we can clean it out. We got a little perch, their nesting boxes, and then at the back, we'll padlock it if we have any trouble, but we usually don't have trouble with these pins. Hang on. There, and then we can check the eggs. I know that's not predator proof, but we really don't get predators in this pen yet. Knock on wood. Hopefully it doesn't happen. So it's ready for the Bantams.
Mima is the TikToker of the week.
Of course
Thank you
you
so much
are.
for being on our show, by the way. I can't tell you.
You
how
guys
much we
took me
both
by
appreciate
surprise.
it. I'm glad. That was
Yeah.
that was what we were hoping. We were hoping that we would take you by surprise there.
Took me by surprise. I'm such a dork. I am a dork. I admit it. I
We
embrace
love it.
We love it. Absolutely. That is the God's honest truth.
People ask me if I'm really like I am on TikTok. I'm like, yeah, this is me. I am a dork. I am a dork. What you see is what you get.
I absolutely love that about you, is that I've always felt that you were genuine. There's never been a time where I've watched your TikTok and gone, oh, wow, that's a super phony. You know what I mean?
You know, I always figure it's so hard to keep track of unreal things. It's so hard to keep track of lies. It's so hard to keep track of falsehoods. That
It's
just
true.
be you. And then it's easy. Then you don't have to worry.
It's the God's honest
Be
truth,
you.
Mima. And that is the
I
number one
agree.
thing that I think anybody watching this TikTok program that we make needs to understand, is that if you are yourself, no matter how quirky you are, or how what people would say is crazy, because I'm sure that you get your family members saying, "You're crazy, Aunt Mima," or
They do.
people will recognize and they will connect with you. And that's how we ended up doing the show. Like,
Right.
literally, I did TikToks, Professor found me, we found you, we made a show, and that's how it all came down.
Yeah.
My dream is to get in my RV, because I have an RV. It's over in another town, sitting under protection, that we used to take when we were doing our shooting competitions. My dream is to get into that RV and travel around and just meet all of you that I love so much. That is my dream.
That's awesome.
There's
I
about
love
10
that
of
dream.
you that I want to actually go and hug and meet and say, I just love you so much.
I'm on the same exact page. I am
Yep.
going to be glad when I get my shots. Not the Johnson & Johnson one at this point, but I will be glad when I get the shots.
Yeah, don't get
And-
the Johnson & Johnson.
No, we won't talk about that.
Except it,
I
it
thought
only
that's the
affects
one I
women.
wanted.
So
Me too.
Oh my
No.
gosh, I thought
Me
that's
too.
the one I wanted.
Me too. I
So
thought I wanted that one
what's-
too.
I'll quickly wrap that one up. Is 7 million people have gotten that Johnson & Johnson. 7 women have blood clots now. So
Yeah.
still, that would
They're having
that would
stroke
be
symptoms.
Yep.
yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, I really
Happens.
thought my
I
husband
mean,
and
that's
I
still
both
a
were
really good
waiting for
number.
that one.
Yeah.
You
No.
And then
Let-
I think there's so many medicines out on the market today that are worse symptoms than that, and they're available
Yeah, right.
every day to us.
And this
Of
brings
course,
up
yes.
this
So-
brings up the funny TikTok that you did that just blew my mind. I did a TikTok a long
Uh-oh.
time ago called Placebo. Do you remember Placebo?
Yes.
Yes.
And
I
then
remember that one. I
And then you
loved
did,
it.
and then you used my audio, and my mind was blown. So
did.
basically, the TikTok
I
went like
did.
this. For anybody that didn't watch it, was for anybody out there that's ever watched television with a commercial for any type of medicine. I find those commercials offensive. And the reason I find them offensive is because they literally list everything in the world that you might have a problem with. But the part that's offensive to me is at the end, whatever the medicine is, they go, if you're allergic to this medicine, don't take it.
Right.
How in the world would you know that? So that's where placebo came from. I was like, placebo. If
Yes.
you're allergic to placebo, don't take it. And then I was like, you know what? I need all the other side effects. You're going to get diarrhea. You're going to get menstrual cramps. You're going to get headaches. If you're a man, you're going to get a stroke. If you're a woman, you're going to get a brain hemorrhage. Same thing. And then I just went on and on and on. And I made that TikTok.
Yes.
And I just
no
threw it out
lie.
there.
No lie. That was one of my favorite audios I ever used. No lie. It was so fun to do. And
When
it was
I
just
saw
so
you...
true. So true.
Yeah.
I mean, good grief. Who has to be warned not to use a blow dryer in a bathtub? Really?
Exactly. And then you did that TikTok using my audio, which is the power of TikTok, if you ask me, is that you can create an audio and then it can spawn a generation of videos that's just beyond imagination. And Sourdough Brett.
It's so fun.
Yeah, Sourdough Brett. It was funny. I saw a TikTok of his a long time ago, and he goes, "You guys have watched my video 1 billion hours," or something like that. He goes, "It's the amount of time." He did a calculation. He goes, 327 years worth of watching this one single TikTok. And I was like, what?
Right.
It blew me away. So when you did my TikTok of Placebo, first of all, thank you very much, because I really appreciated other people getting to see my content. But then you did such a good job on it, and it just made me laugh and laugh and laugh.
It's just so fun. And I know there's some creators that are like, oh, you didn't tag me in your video.
I didn't care.
It's my sound.
Yeah.
I have to drink coffee every day. I'm like, yeah, but if I don't, I'll kill you. So
exactly.
I don't remember how it went, but it was one of those.
No. Right. And to be quite honest, Mima, I've had in my space. So the way that I do my TikToks, for anybody that doesn't do TikToks, you have likes and you have favorites. And so that I can keep things straight. It's so easy to lose track of things. I favorite things that I like things that I like, but then if I want to make a TikTok out of it, I will favorite it. So I have at least 4 or 5 of yours favorited. I just haven't gotten to them yet. And you'll see it soon, so I'm going to spoil it right here, but it's the 15-second ones. When you put it on 15 seconds by accident instead of 60, those are the best. And I will be doing one very soon on those.
People think I do that intentionally. I honestly don't. It all comes from promising people that I won't edit my Good Morning video. That I won't use a filter, that I won't edit, that it is just me. It is who I am. It is how my morning goes. And those drive me insane when I do that. I want to just chop my head off and go, oh my gosh, can you not get this right?
As a person that used to do a daily video for quite some time, anytime I accidentally did 15 seconds and then I figured it out, I'm like, no, I have to do it all over again. Right? I am so mad at myself. So I really appreciated the fact that you're like, whatever, I'm putting the 15-second one out, especially with the F-bomb. Like, I have one queued up in my queue, and you'll see it in the next few days, I'm sure, where you're literally like, blah, blah, blah. Are you effing kidding me? It's 15 seconds.
Yeah. Sometimes I just want to just choke myself. I'm like, can you not get this right every morning? It should be wrote by now. It should be wrote. There shouldn't be an issue. I should automatically put it on 1 minute, and still I screw up.
Hand to God, anybody that wants to actually learn TikTok, make one every single day, like every morning or every afternoon, just literally make it every day, because that is how you learn. And then secondly, having your voice and being in front of a camera is a skill. This is not something that you just automatically have. You have to do it over and over and over again. It is not easy. And TikTok, what's cool about TikTok is, you get really cool music you can use. You have really cool audios you can use. So you can kind of hide behind the camera and never really reveal yourself. But the people that I like the most are the ones that are like, I'm here and I'm on camera. And I really appreciate you, Mima, because that's definitely what you've done.
Yep.
It took me a long time to get there. It took me a long time to get there because I was always so afraid of offending somebody or not portraying myself like I should portray myself. And finally I decided, I am what I am. This is me. Right. And if you don't like it, fuck off. I really don't freaking care anymore.
I'm glad you said it. Yes.
I love that, Mima. Go ahead.
I have a couple comments.
I love it.
If you're thinking that the video is 60 seconds, but it's really 15, the people in the chat are calling that you just pulled a Mima. So They made it a thing.
They do.
Pull the
They
Mima,
made it a
everybody.
thing.
I love that.
I love it. I do. I love the
You know, I'm
response
gonna
I
do
get
that
from
from
it.
now on.
Yes.
I'm gonna be like,
Yeah,
oh crap,
you
I
pulled a
just pulled a
Mima?
Mima. Shit.
It's
Yeah.
funny
I
because
love it.
you were talking
really
about
love it.
being on stoner TikTok, and one of the biggest stoner creators I
I'm
follow
stuck
is a guy named Dave Mortz. And what's funny about
I
Dave
love
Mortz?
him.
Yes, me
Yeah.
too.
I love him.
Stoner TikTok right there.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
what's funny about Dave Mortz, though, is before TikTok allowed you to edit things and you could fix stuff, if you didn't get your timing right, you would literally be, and then it would end. You would be in the middle of a sentence
Yes.
and it would end.
Right.
And it always
Yes.
happened to Dave Mortz. Always. So I actually came up with a term called, dude, you've just been Mortzed. Because he literally was Mortzed all the time. He'd be like, you
That's
mother,
awesome.
and it would just end every single time. So, Mima, I'm
Well, my
glad that-
friend Farf.
Yep. Yes.
My friend Farf got me
yes.
started on Dave. I love Farf. I adore her. And she got me started on Dave. And now I'm stuck in stoner TikTok.
That's so funny.
It's
I love to hear
hilarious.
that.
It's hilarious.
I absolutely love to hear that. So, drink count before we get going. I'm up to 5-6 shots. I'm going to have to probably go hurl. Anybody? Bueller?
I'm done. I'm out of everything. My coffee's
like
gone.
I said, I
My
didn't eat
vodka's
much.
gone.
I have been drinking water, though, people. So another pro tip for anybody out in the studio audience, if you're drinking alcohol, make sure to grab a water and drink the water while you're drinking the alcohol. Just letting you know. Oh, and
exactly. That's true.
The other pro tip is if you want to get really hammered really quick, drink caffeine with your alcohol. Just saying.
Is that my problem? Because my nose.
You don't
and
have
my
a
lips are
problem.
numb.
You don't have a problem.
Both.
No.
Oh,
My nose and my lips are numb. That's always a sign. Always.
And don't eat anything. Just eat celery with peanut butter. Yeah, you're good.
And that's all I've had today. True story.
Gotta watch the
True
whole
story.
show.
My kids are
If you
probably
didn't,
you
watching
have
this
no idea.
going, "Oh, mom's drunk.
she's hammered. I think we're...
Mom's hammered."
So
my nose is
Mima,
probably red. I'm probably red.
I think I know where Tick is getting with this. But we
Yes,
would
more
love for you to
questions.
do this sign off here to end the show. Normally we say please like and subscribe, and you are watching the TP show. If you could do that for us, that would be awesome.
I would love to do that. So you ready for me to do
Awesome.
it now?
Yeah, whatever.
Please like and subscribe if you like the TP show. Did I do it right?
Yeah.
Please
that was
like
awesome.
and subscribe
That's
because this
perfect.
is an awesome show and it's been so much fun.
I wanted to say thank you so much, Mima. You were very
Yes,
worried.
thank you so much.
I saw your TikToks that you were worried. You knocked it out of the park. Honestly,
Yeah.
I think you can
Thank
host the show
you.
better than we do, to be quite honest.
I was so
you
scared. I
totally
really
do.
was. I was
What?
so scared.
No.
I've never been. I don't even go live on TikTok. Because it frightens me.
Well,
So-
you've done an amazing job. I think you should get out of your comfort zone and do a couple of lives every now and again, especially when Ben's
You know
around.
what? I agree with the comments here. They say you should start a YouTube channel.
Totally.
I've
totally.
had people
Yeah.
saying that to me, but I get so overwhelmed when I go to the YouTube channel and trying to figure out how to do it. But maybe
I understand
I don't
that.
know.
I get that completely. So, Mima,
I've got a lot to do, and I can't do it in 1 minute. So
we get that. Well, you see, that's, I think, one of the reasons, just so everybody knows, like, I've been on YouTube since before it was, okay, this is how old I am on
Day
YouTube.
like 2.
Yeah. So YouTube, believe it or not, wasn't always owned by Google. I was on YouTube before it was owned by Google. I was on Musical.ly before it became TikTok. So I'm one of those early adopters, but my 352
You are.
subscribers really doesn't tell you much because consistent quality content wasn't my theme. My theme was like whatever, whenever, and it kind of sucked.
that's
But the
me.
reason I'm bringing it up is because TikTok has been the best platform for me because I can grab it, I can do it, and I can post it, and we're done. So I understand, Mima. YouTube isn't quite the same, but honestly, I would tune into...
It's scary.
I get it, but I would tune into Mima Live on YouTube any day of the week. Any day of the week.
Maybe I'll get brave. Who knows? Maybe
I
I'll
hope
get
so.
brave.
I hope
You know what? I wouldn't doubt if like people just start throwing money at you, honestly. Not that you would want that. I'm just saying they would do
No.
it because they love you.
If Mima,
Like-
No,
if Mima
I-
did this for
I
the
have
money, I
even
don't think it would be the same. I know that you're doing it because
No.
of your heart.
No,
you know
but
what I mean? I
I'm
can
just
feel it.
I'm
Right.
just saying, like, people on TikTok, if they like you, they like you, and they don't throw money to just be like, here, you need this. What they do is that's their way to show appreciation. They're like, we love you and we want to see you do this. So here's $5. Please do this again.
And
that
maybe
frightens me.
Yeah.
That really frightens me.
Well, no, but maybe you'll get that ever important. You'll get the coffee endorsement from a company you like.
Yes.
That would be awesome.
Exactly. Exactly.
Well, and see what you can do with that money is throw it back or give it to like a charity or something like that and be like, thank you guys.
You don't have to keep it.
Here you go. You don't have to keep it. Yes.
Or cucumber vodka, you know.
Yeah, you can buy more vodka. That's always the important thing. Like, there's never enough vodka. I am
Rosie, so glad you guys asked me to be here.
I'm super glad that you came. Like, I had horrible deja vu today, and it ended up working out great. So, I hear
Thank you so
Rosie.
much.
She's screaming. Okay, Rosie, we'll pay attention to you.
Oh my God, wasn't that a long show? Please like and subscribe, and for those of you listening on the podcast, thank you. Until next time, this has been another episode of the TP Show.